And he said it's called Show Me Your Juicy Hindenburgs, and I'll introduce you to Mr. Pile Driver. And I said, Bix, I got to tell you, Bix, that song is so lovely and it's magical. I mean, couldn't you call it something like Autumn Evening in Paradise, or maybe just An Evening Lullaby? And I'll tell you, that's when Bix went berserk.
Oh, my.
He got all red in the face. He starts puffing and huffing, and he says, don't you ever try to rename one of my songs. They're my works of art. Only I can name them. Mm-hmm. I'd never seen anybody so red and so angry.
Temperamental.
So I said, easy, Bix, easy. Look, I'm going to hire you as my piano player here at the club. And I'm just going to ask you one favor. Please play your wonderful music. Just don't mention the titles of your songs when you're on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Monday, Tuesday, hump day is halfway. Sticking to the pig, popping in the bank. Saturday's coming quick and anything. 48 to rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, I'm coming in my pants, my shirt, and my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower, gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, I hope that I don't come soon. I can't move on, attention is long gone. Suits are pressed, wallets in shape. The only thing left is a little manscape. 24 to rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, I'm coming in my pants, my shirt, it's my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower, gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, I hope that I don't come too soon. I can't wait. Gonna blow a wad on you. 24 to rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, I'm coming in my pants. My shirt is my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, you know. I'm coming in my pants. My shirt is my best suit, baby. I'll pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, you know. I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited, you know. I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited. I hope that I don't come too soon. Oh, dang.
Whoa. Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Here come the mummies. There they are, and there they go.
Love the Mummies. They're on tour.
In their pants.
Yeah, got tickets for them yesterday.
And they're everything.
Can't wait.
Hello, Christy.
Hi.
They're coming in their pants, their shoes. How's it going?
Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
The old sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
Back in his chair. I'm Chick.
We missed you, Willie.
Good to see y'all.
And here's Tom, acting like he just had a piece of toast, shaking crumbs out of his shirt. I don't know what's going on over there.
I think I have a critter in my shirt.
I bet you do. If any of us could have a small animal living in their shirt and not know it, it would be you.
No, it's like it is.
Maybe it's a dryer sheet. You ever do that? Find a dryer sheet in the middle of the day?
No. Have you not heard his?
That's right.
Heard his theory on dryer sheets?
Yeah.
You might as well just take salad oil and pour it on your clothes.
I forgot. This is my fault.
How do you?
Thanks.
Oh, you use the liquid, right?
No. I use those balls.
The ball?
Yeah, you buy those. You have them, right, Christy? Those laundry balls.
Yeah, I bought them because you told me to, and it was the worst thing I ever did.
Well.
They do not work. They're wool, and you put them in your dryer.
For the size of tennis balls.
And
They make a ton of noise, and they do not soften your clothes. Sorry.
And that's what you use.
Yes.
Well, I mean, your clothes don't have any choice but to be softened when you wash them 4 times a day on sanitary.
Yes, I have a load in right now, as a matter of fact.
They're gonna be soft.
Locked and loaded. If you see me, there's laundry being done somewhere. I don't like to have dirty dishes or dirty clothes at my house.
The things you point to with pride.
No, I just not out of pride. Just that's the way I live. Threw that load in this morning. 3 towels.
You have a wonderful
Some
son.
cans.
You have a wonderful son right there. You could point to with pride. He's achieving all over the country, and no, you're excited.
Achieving all over the country.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. For
You
right
made it sound
now.
like I go town to town. I do a little bit of this, and then I
Killing it.
No. I didn't talk about your street slut days. What I was talking about.
Do you use dryer sheets?
Of course.
Yes, I do.
And then when you take your laundry out, your fingers are all greasy.
Not at all.
No,
You're
not
right.
at
Nope.
all.
Do you know how insane? Of all the things you've gotten up on a hill to die for,
This one is
No.
bizarre.
this is crazy.
Someone has told him.
No,
that they're
I just
not
noticed.
good.
I don't like having my fingers greasy.
They're not
greasy.
greasy.
That's
I'm
why-
a loyal bounce user, and they're
So
not.
am I. Bounce free. Love it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe you go bounce free.
I know. It's just
But-
like pouring salad oil on your clothes.
That's okay if you think that way.
Man, you are out of your mind.
What about salad oil? Salad oil is a term. That's a weird term, isn't it?
Well, I suppose I could have gone with the notion of. I was thinking like wishbone. That way, not only do your clothes stink.
I don't know what dryer sheets you're using, but it's
Me
not
either.
bounce or
They've got a little.
snuggle or
When
something.
when you take them out of the box, there's a little film, kind of, but
When
it's
you
nothing.
put them in.
Right, but then when
Right.
as they dry, they come out crisp and dry, no
Yeah.
grease.
The only thing I use them for is skiing.
What do you use them for?
When you're putting on ski boots, you take a dryer sheet and you rub your feet, and that gives them just enough lubrication to slip into those ski boots.
No kidding.
Yeah, ski boots it's like putting your feet into an Iron Maiden.
Oh,
It's the only downside of skiing is
You know what you can use a dryer sheet for? Take a dryer sheet, you shove it in like a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll.
Okay.
Smoke pot in the dorm room.
Oh.
And then you blow outside of that toilet paper roll with the dryer sheet in there. It's called a sploof. It comes out smelling like laundry and not like dope. And you and your pals can get high in the dorm.
That's right. They're going, oh,
Did
what
you
are those?
invent this, or is this a real thing?
A lot of great men before
are
me.
we sure it doesn't smell like laundry and dope?
Exactly. that's what you think. You think it's going to work.
while they're doing
Yeah,
it.
have you ever noticed it? I think the first thing, I don't know much about the science of marijuana smoking, but I think the first thing that you lose is your ability to smell what you smell like. I think
What you want to do is you do the sploof, and then you set up a fan at a 45-degree angle right by the door. You also towel that door so nothing can go underneath it. And then you have another box fan in the window.
work.
It's a
Right.
3-part system.
There's a lot of work.
All right. Well, you want to get high or not?
Yeah.
And you get so stoned you're trapped in the room. I forgot how to get out, man.
This does sound like the reasoning, though, that goes on. And then everybody will think we're doing laundry. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's right.
We had some kids, they like installed, you know those things that like spray perfume every 10 minutes, whatever they're called?
Like in bathrooms and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Air freshener.
Somebody installed one of those in front of the RA's door. That way it always smelled clean in front of the RA so that he would never get to investigate and go down the hallway and find you.
Now that's brilliant.
These stoners are brilliant losers. If they put their minds to anything, I mean, imagine what they could accomplish.
When I was a freshman in college, I swear to God this is true. Our RA was the biggest dealer on campus.
Of course he was.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, our orientation party was like an orgy scene from a drug movie.
Wow.
Who would like to go back and check the veracity of that story?
Poor Tom.
I can't even tell you the details.
Were you involved or just watching, taking notes for the article you're writing for the
Yes.
Atlantic?
My review of sidelong glances of a pigeon kicker is due tomorrow.
That's right.
909B Carmen Hall, The Truth.
An essay by Thomas B. Griswold.
That's not a regular cigarette he's smoking.
Jonathan, a poor man's Catcher in the Rye.
We have some letters here.
Go ahead.
A lot of them involve Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Willie does not know about this.
There are a lot of jackass conspiracy theories out there.
And this is not one of them.
If you want to have a conspiracy theory, at least have one that has some meaning, okay?
The man can see. I've watched the videos.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you. Welcome.
I'm a believer.
To the Stevie Truthers. Welcome.
Who is wasting their time on a Stevie Wonder he can really see conspiracy? We have letters.
Stoners.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
You know, they're called Stevie Wonder Truthers, but a buddy of mine messaged me and said maybe they should be called Stevie Wonderers. Isn't that good? Yeah.
Just enjoy the man's music.
Well, if you can see, it makes a difference.
But there's no motive there.
What do you mean? What's the payoff? Is that for Stevie?
What would be the point?
Just some marketing guy was like, hey, there's this Ray Charles kid. He's doing pretty well. How about we get a blind guy that plays piano, too?
Well,
he's the chubby checker to Ray's Fats Domino.
That's exactly right.
Then we're going to have to.
This guy's amazing, but he can see. What do we do? Here's what we do.
Yeah. We're going to have to hire a guy to walk around with him to pretend.
Right.
And then that guy's never going to spill the beans. Oh, wait a minute. See, this is where all these conspiracy theories break down. Especially the Kennedy assassination one. Well, 10,000 people were involved, and they all... Well, let's move forward here in life. We have some letters about the Stevie Wonder theory coming up. The suspicion theory. Also, some interesting things coming in the... Oh, wait a minute.
I am not playing that.
Does someone have a clarinet handy?
Yeah, he just sat down and played this. You guys know that, right? He didn't see the music. He just started to play what he felt. Play what he felt.
We'll hear about Stevie coming up. But right now, I want to ask you about something else. I have a question, Mr. Chick McGee. What is your sleep number setting?
100, Tom.
It's a firm mattress, my friend. Christy Lee?
45.
That is not a firm... Oh,
45.
Okay. Answer the question. Your Honor, as you can see, she's being evasive.
Sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 45.
And the beauty of that is what? You get to pick it, don't you?
Yes, I get to pick it.
I see. What was it last night?
I didn't check, but probably 40.
As you can see, Your Honor, my client is choosing not to
I
participate.
can tell you what it is heaven. I slept like a...
Next time you'll go to me, won't you?
Okay.
What is
Josh,
yours?
What is your sleep number setting?
Well, sometimes it's 65 every time. There you go.
That's especially not interesting, so it's not too hard not to suck. If this were the Three Bears,
My bed would be the perfect.
Yes, it's not too hard not to soft. It's just right. You can set your sleep number setting, and however you like. That's the beauty of it. And the other side of the bed, whoever's over there, they can do whatever they want. It should be called the Freedom Bed. It's called the Sleep Number Bed, and guess what? The Queen 360 C2 Smart Bed is now on a special sale, just $8.99. That's a huge savings of $200. Get the details at sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, this is subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. Get all the details at sleepnumber.com/BT show. You're going to love your Sleep Number bed. I know I love mine. When we come back, Stevie Wonder update. Also, we have a zero-star hotel in the news. And, ooh, what's that smell? We'll find out on a song from Mr. Godwin, too. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. We have made it to Tuesday, everybody. That's worth celebrating, isn't it? It's the 28th of June. Jessica Hooker on the way. Hooker the Cooker. It'll be fun finding out what it is we'll be eating later this morning or drinking. You never know. Sometimes Jessica comes up with a nice drink combination, including the dirty soda they enjoyed last week. So we'll find out. Hooker the Cooker, always something fun. And that's on the way here on a Tuesday morning. Get another cup of coffee and let's do this. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Following in the steps of other celebs like Rihanna and Selena Gomez, Def Leppard is out with their own line of cosmetics. It teamed with the cosmetic company Rock and Roll Beauty for a line of eyeliners, eyeshadows, blushes, and lip glosses to mark the band's 45th anniversary. The line also includes candles, a cosmetic bag covered with Hysteria album cover, and a cosmetic bag shaped like a cassette labeled Love Bites. You can get them now at Ulta beauty stores. Mary Mara has died, the body of the veteran actor who was on TV shows including Ray Donovan, Dexter, and ER, was pulled from the New York State River near the Canadian border. Cause of death pending, but it appears Mara drowned while swimming. Her movie credits include Mr. Saturday Night and Prom Night. She was 61. And Tom Cruise has been shot down by Elvis, at least at the box office. After Sunday's totals were finally added up, Elvis edged out Top Gun Maverick for the top spot over the weekend. Here are the numbers. Elvis, $31.1 million. Top Gun, they brought in $29.6 million. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus. And I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I just hear that if Tom stayed in Dolly Parton's RV, he would lick the bathtub for 3 hours.
Well, you want to get all of it.
It's a lot of money. Don't want to miss a spot.
I have a follow-up, he says.
All right.
Can someone define for me what Tom's version of a gentleman is?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump? I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Aw, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something? Yeah. Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that? Are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold in the sidekick chair.
Hey, chick.
I'll get it. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
And Willie and Ace and I and the black T-shirt boys. That's what we are.
Yo.
There's Tom Griswold with his long sleeve. No, what do you got?
Navy blue?
Got a Henley?
The Navy Henley.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. Before we get back to the Stevie Wonder thing, I was at Disney World over the weekend. And
fun.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Learned a few lessons. Very, very crowded, of course.
Sure. It's a popular place.
It seems, now I could be wrong on this, but it seems like it's a pretty popular place.
Yeah, and of course, very expensive.
Yes.
But very
get what you
popular.
pay for, right?
But you're in line a lot, of course.
Sure.
And when you're in line with a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old, get a lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
And a situation occurred in which a woman walked by. No need to describe anything about her except that she had a protruding belly button that was easily seen through her clothing.
Really?
Kind of a, yeah.
So an Audi.
An Audi, but yeah, a massive, which of course.
Cabbage Patch Kid style?
Yeah, the next thing you know, I've got my 6-year-old little heart doing the survey.
Yeah.
Oh,
of innies and outies?
Yeah, an innie or outie.
Yeah.
And so I have an innie, which I showed her, and then she goes, "That's an outie." And then now I'm arguing with her.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd go around the room, Willie.
What do you mean it's an Audi?
She thinks yours is an Audi?
Yeah, I think she was just being contrary.
Did you think
okay, yeah.
Oh,
Did you think
wonder
of
whose
that
kid she is.
one moment, it's going to be a long day at the amusement park?
You know, at this point, anything to kill time.
Okay.
We're going to be in this line for an hour. It's really hot.
All right.
Ace? Chick McGee?
Yeah, any, like all good Americans. Yeah.
Okay, and Josh?
Any. I think you'd be very surprised if I had an Audi, right?
Okay, now
chubby guys
now
usually.
Phase 2, nipples. Let's go. Christy?
Well, they're not inverted, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I got classics.
I got classics. Yeah. God.
Classic nipples.
So, Willie, your favorite then would be, if I'm understanding you, classic heavy naturals.
Well, sometimes you get the inverted, but then if you go to work a little bit,
There
they
you
turn
go.
into classics.
Absolutely.
And man, that makes you feel like you're doing a good job, right?
You go at them with an ice cube, then you got something.
It's a little surprise.
A little bit of this.
See, this show has got to the point where that isn't even an idea. That's actually a concept.
Well, yeah.
Much like gravity concept
it is a
versus
concept.
idea.
Sure.
Okay, just checking.
You ever take an ice cube on a hot day and put it on your own nipples? Stand there at the refrigerator?
That's a nice treat.
No.
I have not.
Not at the refrigerator.
No.
Jake, you know what I've been doing to cool down? I've been going on walks in the neighborhood, and then when somebody has their sprinkler close enough to the street, I just stand in there for 4 or 5 rotations of the sprinkler.
Yes.
And I just have my sunglasses off, just
There you go.
That's
and
awesome.
Some guy drove by me doing it, just thinking I must be the weirdest guy on the block.
Either that or you're making a soft drink commercial. One of the two.
It's
yeah.
so fun. It's my favorite way to cool down.
I had 2 kids playing in my sprinkler yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a get off my lawn thing going on yet?
No. It's cute. I came out, looked at them, they looked at me, went back to playing in my sprinkler. So I went back to reading on my porch.
There's nothing cooler than...
So you water your grass, but you don't rake your leaves, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I thought.
right.
Yeah. You're opposed to raking leaves.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a casual hate, but he hates it.
I see.
Well, it's not the chore itself that I hate, because I've got a leaf blower. I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
I just think it degrades in the winter. They break down, and then you get more butterflies in the spring.
You're ruining everyone else's lawn.
No way.
Yeah.
No, my front lawn does not get many leaves at all.
Okay.
It's the backyard, so nobody sees it.
Yeah, his front lawn, they all blow over to the neighbor's
All
yard.
right.
Yeah.
That's-
They could
What do the dead leaves have to do with the butterflies?
Apparently, something with soil and,
Butterfly effect,
pupa. I don't know.
Okay.
That is some hippie stuff.
Chrysalis grows better.
great.
Tom. You
I've
see,
lost my
what
interest
happens
in
is
Dead leaves are cotton
time
candy
now
to,
for
pupa.
we have to a couple things we have to check into. One, yesterday's discussion of I don't know where this started. Is Stevie Wonder blind? Of course he's blind.
Of course
Well,
he's
let's not be hasty.
Of course he's not blind.
A man was seen driving a vehicle.
Several times. Shaq said he lived in Stevie's building at one time, and Shaq was going into the parking garage. He says Stevie drove by him in his car, driving, and yells, "Hey, Diesel," and drives out of the parking garage. That is from Shaquille O'Neal. And if you can't trust him, who can you trust?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but what would the motive be again for Stevie Wonder to be blind, pretending to be blind rather?
I think it's been said, marketing gimmick.
It was some sort of marketing gimmick, like the same thing with Paul McCartney's dad and the no fee on the cover of Abbey Road, and it went too far. It went too far,
So
and there was
stuck with it.
Putting one over on the man. Yeah.
All he has to do is throw on some shades. It's pretty easy.
Okay.
I do this a lot.
I'm skeptical.
I can do that.
Yeah,
you just got to move.
Hey, make sure you take the sheet music off the piano. You got to take it off the piano before the show.
Oh, God. All right. Well, coming up for Mr. Godwin. Pat.
Will he used the teleprompter?
Oh, he used the teleprompter. Ace is ready for that.
Tom, wouldn't it be funny, though?
That's the rumor,
Because
yeah.
Stevie's got a sense of humor.
Yeah.
He's done some great stuff with SNL. And if he did do a show where he was playing piano and then he went up and you would just flip the sheet music. I don't know why he wouldn't do that.
He'd probably do it. Wasn't there some kind of ad he was in where the thing said, if Stevie Wonder could see, he'd be doing this?
Play Atari games or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yes. Was that real or is that fake?
I think that's a real ad, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's giving us the no.
We have
It looked good.
Pat,
Yeah, it did.
on a different topic, Mr. Godwin. Did you hear from your son yesterday?
I saw pictures of him, and for the purpose of this bit, a message did come through. Yes.
Oh, and how much did the kidnappers demand?
Now, once again, the matter at hand is as follows. Pat's son is at camp. How old is he now?
11.
11. And he's at camp for the first time.
First time, yeah.
Having the time of his life while his dad sits back and worries to death.
Yeah. Yep. He was able to get a message out.
This gives you an opportunity to go to the pool at your apartment complex.
Yeah.
With the young ladies, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Here comes Daddy Joe.
They call you Daddy Joe?
Yeah, Grandpa Joe.
Okay, nice.
You know,
Why
that
don't
might
they call you Grandpa Pat?
My first name's Joe, and people just know me as Joe there.
Okay.
You know, that might be a pickup line for some ladies like the, hi, what's your name? Tina. Yeah, Tina, I'm in a custody battle with my ex-wife, and my son's gone for the week. I don't know. Can you help a fellow out? You know, something like that.
That does work.
Yeah,
It's almost true, even.
that does
Very
work.
close to the truth, at least.
Now, so you have, he's at first day at camp, and you've had some communication from him. How does it go?
He was able to sneak out an email.
Oh, okay.
Good.
All right.
And it went something like this. Hello, Daddy. How is Mudda? Even though she is with a nutter. The camp counselors called me a sinner because I dropped the F-bomb last night at dinner.
Jim.
I cruised the lake with Charlie Spryer. Never thought a kayak could catch on fire. Kids grilling hot dogs and singing Skinnerd while I cut open a snake and saw its innards. I forgot to wear sun protection. Now I have a skin infection. I hate rock climbing. I miss my iPad. You'd come get me if you were a good dad. I could get eaten by a bear. I'll find lice and plant them in my hair. Take me home or I'll tell Mudda that you make more money than what you told a lawyer. All right, Jimmy.
We're getting a lot of email from people who have had good and bad experiences at camp. But
That's
Pat,
what camp's about.
yeah.
And the truth is, he's having a great time. I saw the pictures. They're doing great up there.
Good.
One of the funniest things I ever saw when we went to camp the first time, my mom gave us these things, and it was supposed to be an easy letter. So it says, "Dear Mom, this is blank," and you write Willie, and you say, "My favorite thing at camp is kayak."
Oh, like a form letter?
My
Yeah.
best friend's name is Carl or whatever. And Charlie took one of those. But
This is your younger brother?
My younger brother, yeah. He did not like camp very much, but you couldn't really express yourself and how you felt with these letters. So he just wrote, "Hey, this is your son. Please pick me up. I hate it here. My favorite activity is nothing. Everyone sucks here. My best friend is I have no friends. Pick me up. I hate it here." It's so sweet. The poor kid.
Poor Charlie.
But I still have somewhere the voicemail of him calling, asking to stay an extra week.
There you go.
So he came
Changed his
around,
mind, yeah.
came around just like in the original Hello Mutta, Hello Fada.
Yeah.
I can actually probably dig that up.
I think most kids do that the first day or two. They're a little, if they've never been away from home.
Yeah, it's good.
And they come around. I did that. I know.
And you went to what camp? What was it again?
Rancho
Cheese camp?
Formasa.
Rancho.
Formosa, Formasa. I don't know. They
the
say
cheese
it.
ranch.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Rancho Formosa.
That sounds like the next big thing in salad bars. It's time to bring salad bars back. isn't it?
Yes. Rancho Formosa.
Got a request coming up for you, Pat. In just a few, and we'll do this in a few minutes. So
I've got a request for Pat. Yesterday on Twitter, a reporter from a Channel 12 somewhere in Iowa was talking to, her name is Jordan Schachterly. She was interviewing Burlington sock puppet pitcher Dylan Cumming. He had a complete game shutout yesterday.
Cool.
And he has an interesting superstition for pitching a game, and evidently it actually worked yesterday.
Just before this, you told me about a little superstition of yours. Can you explain that for the fans?
I can. I don't wear deodorant on days I pitch. It's just a little superstition. I don't like the way it feels. So I'm a little stinky when I'm out there. So just always know if you see me out there, I'm a little stinky. That's all.
He's a little stinky, Tom.
Doesn't like the way it feels when he pitches.
That's interesting.
That's a good. I like that. Makes sense.
Do you have my deodorant and feel funny? I don't get it.
No, but I mean, athletes of all stripes have all kinds of different things that they do.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be, the left sock has to go on first or whatever. There's all
Didn't
kinds.
Reggie wear 2 pennies under a wristband or something?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff out there.
Somebody told me it worth 2 cents one time or something like that.
That's a good one, though. I like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't wear deodorant.
Is there a song there, Pat? Deodorant and stinky?
Absolutely, there's something there. It's got to be.
What was his name?
Dylan Cumming.
There is something there.
That's
Dylan Cumming.
It's very poetic.
Okay.
Something's ringing a bell. I'm not sure what.
So,
Stinky,
are we going to work on something in there, Pat? Or
Yeah, I'll get it going.
Okay, good. We'll get back to that in just a few minutes. In the meantime, we will check in with Chick McGee at the sports desk. Anything of interest going on?
Well, today is the day that Deshaun Watson's legal team will be taking on the NFL in front of a retired judge to determine his immediate future with the Cleveland Browns. Former U.S. District Judge Sue Robinson, NFL affiliation not revealed.
A judge named Sue.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you have a lot of hope for that?
I didn't have any hope. I just think it's
interesting.
Yeah.
We've established the fact that her name was Sue. And then you're just saying that's her name.
Isn't that it? A court? Somebody who works in a court is named Sue?
It's very interesting, but also
You guys didn't get it. Is your problem?
I got lost.
I thought like 4 or 5 things. It was Sue the verb, Sue Johnny Cash,
Yeah,
boy named Sue.
I got lost in the boy named Sue.
I got boy named Sue.
You know. See, this is the problem here. You guys overthought all of it. It's right there.
Oh, so thinking.
You're like having a lawyer with the last name Court. Get with me, please.
The last thing you want to do when you listen to Josh's comedy or listen to him on the radio is think.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Don't think.
It's like having a lawyer named Guilty.
You know, you're right.
I see your
They say like 4-year-olds are better at programming a VCR than adults because adults read into the instructions. Be a 4-year-old when it comes to my jokes.
Okay.
All right.
A judge named Sue.
Anyway, Judge Sue Robinson was jointly appointed by the league and the NFL Players Association. They will hold a hearing today to determine whether he violated the NFL's personal conduct policy and whether to impose discipline. Now, word on the street is with the 26 27 lawsuits that have been brought where he asked allegedly massage therapists to touch him. And
the happy ending.
This, that, and other. Yeah. The NFL wants him suspended for a year, no pay. That's absolutely what they're sticking to.
But won't he get? Doesn't he get the money anyway when it's all said and done?
Not in this case.
Okay.
Not until after this season's over. The NFL Players Association obviously has a problem with that, but they've got to do something because this is a PR nightmare. Okay, can't do it, Tom.
Well, but the Browns signed him after all this was.
Yeah, they did. Sure, they did.
So they knew going in.
After all of it happened, before any of it was even a little bit settled, because some of those women came forward and settled their
even from an ethical standpoint, the Browns are on pretty shaky ground.
The Cleveland Browns, the Tiffany NFL Network.
Okay, now we've had a lot of talk about. Wait a minute, is Stevie Wonder blind? I say yes.
I say yes.
I say yes.
No. I don't know where to.
Listen, I know it's yes, but I want to have a little fun, all right?
I mean, come on.
Life's hard. Let's let Stevie Wonder sing.
Okay, now, I often confuse superstitious and suspicious.
Oh.
So you suspect that Stevie Wonder...
Okay, the name of the song is Superstition.
Right.
Not Superstitious.
Okay. Can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hey,
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your studio program.
Oh, good. I'm glad somebody
Thank you.
got
Phil Collins there.
I heard y'all kindly breaking off into discussion groups about Stevie Wonder being blind.
Yeah.
And I happen to believe it's all in Act 2 when you think about it.
Really?
The way he kindly moves his head and sways his head left and right proves to me he's watching the conductor.
Really?
And how else could he tell he liked braids in his hair if he wasn't able to see all the options on the haircut chart at the barbershop regularly?
Yeah, true.
Then again, on the other hand, Charlie Daniels was blind since he was a baby. Not a lot of people know about that factoid.
He was not blind.
Yeah, they kept
He was so blind, he didn't even realize he was supposed to wear blue blockers.
No, he didn't get it.
Just so sad he died before Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Before Dancing with the Stars. He could have been on Dancing with the Stars.
Charlie Daniels?
Sure. Why
Some
not?
guy tweeted me yesterday that said he has the smoking gun in the Stevie Wonder thing. He has video of Stevie Wonder and Ronnie Millsap playing ping pong. That's what he said.
Mr. Millsap, also without sight.
Hey, do we know where Stevie Wonder was the day JFK got shot? Because he could have been a part of that one, too.
Anybody look through that?
I don't think he was born yet.
Because why?
No, he was born. He would have been...
2, 3?
No. He would have been probably...
He was little Stevie Wonder in the
15.
50s.
Little Stevie?
How old Stevie now? 70-something, probably?
I don't know.
Well, we'll explore this exciting topic. Coming up, we have a weird news story involving Le'Veon Bell and Adrian Peterson.
It's a sports story. It's not a news story. It's coming up in sports.
Little respect,
It's a newsworthy. It's a newsworthy story.
Don't drag my sports through the news field, okay?
Yeah. Also, we have an unusual
and I'd
story
respect her to do the same.
involving a huge pile of cow manure.
Oh, yeah?
And coming up, we have another jetpack sighting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is getting
Now, is this a jetpack or is this half-assed jetpack?
We don't know.
Over the water.
We don't know.
I don't care for that.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
that thing, yeah.
No, it's
No,
not the
it's
one
not
over the
that
water.
one.
I don't care.
It was somewhere over LAX. Right now, if you're interested in maybe going home and turning out the lights and relaxing and feeling nice and safe and
up on
comfortable.
the couch, turning up the air conditioner, make believe it's 48 degrees outside. Yeah.
That's where Simply Safe comes in. That's right, the home protection. Chick McGee, tell me more. You're the one that's found all
this.
This
is what I did. I went online, designed my own security system, and it arrived at my compound, and I installed it myself because Simply Safe is a do-it-yourself home security system, and they offer comprehensive protection not only against intruders and burglary, but also against expensive home hazards from flooding to fires, and 24/7 professional monitoring too. Simply Safe's agents take action the moment a threat is detected, sending police or first responders in an emergency, even if you're not home. Simply Safe uses proprietary video verification technology. That means they came up with it. And monitoring agents can visually confirm the threat in order to get higher priority 911 dispatching. And monitoring plans are affordably priced at $1 a day, no long-term contract or hidden fees. Feeling safe at home, peace of mind should not break the old bank. You can customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes online at simplysafetom.com and get a little something for the effort because you know us. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera and 20% off with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com.
A little something for the effort, Christy, referencing what movie?
A little something for the effort.
A little something for the effort.
You know.
Your hint is a Dalai Lama.
You know.
Oh.
A little bit of Bill Murray, Caddyshack.
All right.
You're going to stiff me.
Hey, the Lama, he stiffs me.
Hey.
I go, hey, you know, a little something for the effort. Come on.
So what did he give him?
Eternal life.
Eternal life, sure.
He's got that going.
Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Yes, it begs the question, what are you doing with your life? Well, we couldn't be happier that you're here with us on Bob and Tom 24/7 here on a Tuesday morning. Jessica Hooker on the way in from the Bits and Pieces podcast, which you can download for free right now at bobandtom.com/podcast. The Bits and Pieces dives into the Bob and Tom Show archives. They discuss some of their favorite bits and pieces from the Bob and Tom Show, hence the name. It takes 4 co-hosts, and Jessica Hooker is one of those, including Willie Griswold, Jason Hofsetz, and, of course, Scorched Earth, Jessica Alsman, all take part in the Bits and Pieces podcast, which you can, again, download for free right now at bobandtom.com/podcast. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The Supreme Court says a high school football coach who knelt and prayed on the field after games is protected by the Constitution. The court ruled 6-3 for the coach, with the court's conservative justices in the majority, the liberals in dissent. The justices in the majority emphasized the coach's prayer happened after the game was over. The liberal justices in the minority said there was evidence the coach's prayer at the 50-yard line had a coercive effect and let him incorporate his personal religious beliefs into a school event. Again, that was overturned. The skies over a scattering of western U.S. cities will stay dark for the third consecutive 4th of July as some big fireworks displays canceled again, this time for the pandemic-related supply chain or staffing problems, fire concerns amid dry weather, the main thing. City of Phoenix cited supply chain issues in canceling its 3 major Independence Day fireworks shows this year. The northern Arizona city of Flagstaff replacing fireworks with a laser light show. Some cities in California and Colorado also nixing the once traditional fireworks shows for their July 4th celebrations. Again, it's been very dry out west, especially in New Mexico. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Can you tell us about Hawaii? I get very confused over there, and I'm always trying to read signs, you know, because all they have are vowels. You know, you read signs, and some signs, you know, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, you know, where is that going to go? Obviously, to a pineapple farm. Yeah, what is that? And I'm always trying to, you know, and I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, you know, and I'm like, you know, I go, oh, now look here, this is the Ni-I-I-I-Pu-U-Lo-O-O-K-A-U-T, and she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here. I see. Fascinating. They have 2 airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hilly Willy Puli, and then they call the other one Willy Willy Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. You're supposed to be Hilly Willy Puli, not Willy Willy Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. I'm not Hilly Willy Puli, Willy Willy Pali. Well, I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry, is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the I
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
All right. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy, chick.
Hey, howdy do?
Do good.
Oh, you do. You think Christy doo-doos? Once or twice?
Everybody poops.
I love that REM song.
Everybody poops. They had to do that in sound check.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. Hey, Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick McGee.
How's my stinky deodorant song coming?
I'm thinking of something here.
Hot dog. Okay, there's Josh Arnold, the sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. Manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. Willie Griswold.
Yo.
And his gorgeous head of hair.
You like this?
That has to drive your dad crazy.
I got new products I'm going on right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I got a powder dry shampoo.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the dry shampoo. Do you like that?
Dry shampoo.
Dude, dry shampoo has changed my life.
Man.
I'm not trying to be weird. It is incredible. the
My
dry
buddy
shampoo.
Drew Hastings and I were out on the road one time, and he drove me insane one night going from convenience store to convenience store trying to find Johnson's baby powder. He wanted to put that in his... He didn't have any dry shampoo left. He was going to use that in his hair.
Cornstarch will work, too.
Yeah, and we were late to the gig, and he didn't care. And then we had to stop at Starbucks. He didn't care.
Now,
he's a star, you know. Here's Tom.
When we left you, Christy was somewhat confused
About
a reference that Chick made. He said, I got that going for it. What was it exactly what you said?
A little something for the effort.
How about a little something for the effort?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew once he started talking. Of course, I've seen Caddyshack.
Remember Bill Murray? And Bill Murray,
Of course.
he's talking about his days as a caddy.
Yes.
And how he caddied for
the Dalai Lama.
And you've met the Dalai Lama.
I have.
Was he wearing golf shoes when you met him?
He was not, but he was wearing comfortable shoes.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, like a nice Merrill or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's just a little hunk of that.
The Dalai Lama himself, the 12th son of the Lama.
Yeah.
The flowing robes, the grace, all striking. I'm on a first tee with him. I give him the driver. He hauls off and whacks one. Big hitter, the Lama.
Big hitter.
Long. Into a 10,000-foot crevice right at the base of this glacier. Do you know what the Lama says? No.
No.
Gunga, galunga. Gunga, gunga, gunga. So we finish 18, and he's going to stiff me. And I say, hey, Lama, hey, how about a little something, for the effort, And he says, there won't be any money. But when you die, on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I got that going.
Total conscious, of course.
How does Bill Murray not get an Academy Award for that?
How does Chevy not, other than Chevy actually at that time really hated Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he wasn't laughing, but I don't know how they did the take.
Oh, yeah.
Chevy's not in that part.
Oh, isn't he?
No, he's got the kid pinned up with a pitchfork.
Oh, that's
telling
right.
the story.
That's right.
Oh, God, that is great. Anyway, I'm sorry. So that was the reference.
Just remember the whole damn movie.
Maybe time for a Caddyshack night.
We could have a Caddyshack party.
That'd be
What
well
is it
worth
with
doing.
you and parties and wanting to get together? I came to your house one time in this year. That's it
You
for this
fed
year.
the stray dog.
Yeah.
Now she wants it all the time.
He left Diet Pepsi. He said he was coming back.
She thinks you went to the store to get more Pepsi.
Do you know how many women around have a half-drunk 2-liter bottle of Diet Pepsi in their refrigerator?
Every time someone comes over, they go,
waiting for the chickster to come back.
Don't drink that Pepsi. That's for Chicky. That's Chicky's Diet Pepsi.
Not for cigarettes.
Now, coming up, a new feature.
Oh, yeah?
Tom is not interested.
Well, I think we taxed that. Coming up, a new feature, Pat. It's going to be called the Pat Godwin Time Machine.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you how it works in a few minutes.
Oh,
but first, we return to the sports desk.
You know, why don't you come up with these ideas and tell them to Pat off the air while you guys are having these 4-hour meetings when none of us are here? How about that?
We could do that. But
like today, when you thought of it, write it down and bring it up at tomorrow's meeting instead of interrupting my swell story about being a Lothario.
Yeah. And hey, one more thing about dry shampoo.
Yeah.
I think with dry shampoo, it comes in a powder, it comes in an aerosol. What's it, aerosol? Is that what that's called?
Yeah, sure.
And it comes in sort of a pomade. I think the pomade can kick rocks.
Okay, you don't like that one, huh?
Do not like the pomade.
All right.
Dad, what do you have to say about that?
I don't care.
Okay.
Last time
no
you
interest.
When you had did you have a hair product when you had long hair? No.
No.
Not even Brill cream?
No. Mousse? No.
Okay, I got two questions.
Moose.
My first question is why didn't you have any product? And my follow-up is why are you mad about that?
Yeah, he's curious about it.
Furious.
That's why I brought it back.
No,
it really gets him going.
Damn it, no. Did you get in an argument with a pomade deliverer?
In the era when I had hair, you just would get out of the shower and that was it. No comb it and leave.
Yeah.
And it's not like today's world where you shave it in the sides like you're a poodle.
I've never liked product in my hair.
At that time,
yeah.
You might talk to me.
Yeah.
Actually, and not lie about how many different showers have you taken in different places, not your home. Those of possibly a female.
Do you just want to know the female thing?
The showers, yeah.
Because there have been numerous hotels and stuff.
Oh.
We're not talking golden.
Oh, my God.
Well, now that's,
Not peeing on the woman, Tom. No. Showers.
I meant the vice versa.
Okay.
Showers in the morning, not at your house, with a woman in the bed. Yeah, go.
Boy, not many. Not many at all. But so I'm going to say a dozen. because I would just leave and go shower at home.
Oh, I got to go. One of those things.
Yeah. Yep.
What about you? Are you going to answer me? When at that time, 40 years ago, Tom. 40 years ago.
You had fun.
Yeah.
None of these people are alive but you.
And maybe this is part of your question, too. I would use their shampoo, whatever was in there.
That was always fun, though, because invariably you'd get in the shower and there was that the shampoo museum, the history of shampoo.
You're supposed to mix it up. You're not supposed to use the same shampoo.
Well, I think the average American woman would have at least 6 or 7 different shampoos in there, and you'd have to figure out which one.
I've used plenty of herbal essences, all kinds of girls' shampoo before.
I have 2 different shampoos, the same brand, but 2 different shampoos and 2 different conditioners.
Oh, you do?
In your shower right now.
And like 6 different body washes.
Oh, yeah. I go online and I buy antique shampoos. I prefer the one called G, Your Hair Smells Terrific.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's hard to get, but if you go online, you can find it. And then, of course, that company went under when they came out with the douche.
Oh.
You're having a conversation.
G, I'm sorry.
You know what? We should come back with, we'll ask Christy how many showers she's taken and didn't know where she was when she was taking her shower.
Ooh. Or couldn't remember his name.
Oh, my gosh. No, I've not been that girl.
Waking up in a strange town.
You've never
really
awakened and had no idea who that was next to you?
God, no.
What his name was?
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
You never woke up in a ditch and stumbled into a nearby diner and said, what year is this?
This doesn't make any sense because you were quite the whore.
Isn't it amazing?
Why did you have to say that, John?
Because that's where that you were hungry.
The previous explanation with Josh, strictly for comedic purposes only. What do you think, Wolfman?
Hello there.
Thank you very much. When we come back, the new feature.
Flasher. You guys, is this a common thing?
To rehash one of Pat Godwin's old shows.
The Pat Godwin Wayback
nice
Machine
spin on it.
Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see, I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like, young teen, sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real problem.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Rob Haney, Mark Allison with you as we roll through a Tuesday morning together. It is the 28th of June. Jessica Hooker the cooker, everybody, on the way in this morning. Who knows what she'll be making? It's a mystery, but it's always fun and usually quite delicious, as we like to eat here on a Tuesday, and Jessica helps us out in bringing us the latest in Twitter or TikTok or whatever's happening that's the latest rage in food. We'll be talking about it this morning. That's coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. An Amtrak passenger train traveling from Los Angeles to Chicago struck a dump truck yesterday in a remote area of Missouri, killing 3, injuring dozens more. Cars tumbled off the tracks, landed on their sides after the impact. The train involved was Amtrak Southwest Chief, which was carrying 207 passengers and crew when the collision took place on a gravel road with no lights or electronic controls. A man acquitted of reason of insanity of murder in the 2013 stabbing death of his father in Austin, Texas, has escaped from a state hospital to which he was committed. Authorities at the North State Hospital in Vernon told police 29-year-old Alexander Scott Irvin was missing yesterday morning. They took a look at the security video, shows Irvin left his room Sunday night, scaled the hospital's 8-foot fence before heading north on foot. He is considered armed and dangerous. And most bacteria are microscopic, but there's one so big it can actually be seen with the naked eye. Scientists discovered the world's largest bacterium. It came from a Caribbean mangrove swamp, about 1/3 of an inch long, making it the largest bacterium known to date. Researchers who found the bacterium aren't sure why this one is so big. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Thanks. Yes.
You're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At Ohio State.
How'd that go?
Columbus. I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, pretending. And,
Sure.
and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. People may take a class or two.
Right.
As a Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a 6th-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the 3 little pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
So comedian Alan Havey joins us. What else is on your mind? What are you talking about these days?
My girlfriend wants to have kids now, and I don't want kids. Mm-hmm. Kids are spoiled today. I don't know what happened. I guess children had a major coup about 12 years ago, spoiled little bastards. When a kid's bad, what do they tell them now?
No, time out.
Time out. What the hell is that?
Time out.
Yeah, I had time out when I was a kid. I'd wake up and go, what happened?
Uh-huh.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Getting ready to perform. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. At the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Chickster.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. I'm Chick McGee.
Got a new conspiracy theory.
Oh, really?
Here's Tom.
Now what?
They're out there.
Are we done with Stevie Wonder, blind or not?
I think so. This is one's Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Jumping out of the wheelchair and jitterbugging with some...
flapper back in the day.
Barely looks 18, I'm just saying. Looks like he's got the Epstein thing going.
There's a lot going on there.
Okay. Hey, here's an email, he said, just in time to save us all. From Nathan. Dear Chick, I recently had to return an item to Kohl's.
Yes, they're quite good with that.
Oh, they take anything. As I spotted a packed parking lot. I said, the hell with it. And for the first time in my life, I said, I'm going to be like Chick. I flasher parked.
Now explain flasher parking to me again.
You just whip up, kick your flashers on, you park at the curb, you run in, you do your business, you come back out. That's exactly what Nate did. Follow me here. Sure enough, I was in and out of the store in less than 5 minutes.
Oh, gosh.
But in those 5 minutes, Nate says I experienced an entire range of emotions.
Oh, did he?
The thrill, the convenience, the amusement at people giving me dirty looks. Thanks, Chick. I love you, pal. And P.S., after your suggestion, I am calling them the Washington Whatevers or the Dubs from here on out. Best name I heard from yet. So
okay.
You are welcome, Nate. Thank you very much.
Flasher parking.
Flasher parking.
But remember, if you accept the responsibility of flasher parking, you are accepting. They take your windows out to put a fire hydrant through it, fire hose through
That's
it.
fine.
Fine. They tow you. Fine.
It's a gamble.
You got to be willing to
Part
accept
of the thrill, isn't it?
We did get a great letter from a firefighter with the thrill they had where someone had done it, and they literally, as Willie said, they busted the windows and put the hose right through.
I love that.
Hilarious.
Part of the agreement.
Yeah.
Tom, if you go to a big box store, and particularly there's some larger like hardware stores where the entrance is on one side and the exit is on the
I go to one almost every day.
exact opposite of the building.
Right.
Yep.
Do you park in the very middle, or will you still park close to the entrance or close to the exit?
I'm a faraway parker.
I am too. So
I don't like to park. I pull through, and I park. I don't want.
Okay, so you're fine wherever.
Yeah, unless the parking lot is packed. One of the things I can't stand when you're a faraway parker and it's a virtually empty parking lot,
I know.
and some dick pulls up next to you.
Right.
Then you go to open your door and you look at him like, what? The other 300 spaces weren't good enough for you. You have to come out here with me in the hinterlands.
There's no difference between that and you sitting in an empty movie theater and some wise ass coming in and sitting next to you to watch the movie instead of sitting anywhere else.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. I don't like.
I get up and move.
Yeah,
me too.
Absolutely.
Because I go, you're clearly a psychopath.
Oh yeah, you're here to stab me while I'm eating popcorn.
Now, part 2 of your first question would be, I park near the exit.
Gotcha.
But
you do?
but far. In other words, it'll be out.
Right.
Does
Where
it give
do you park?
Give you something to look forward to after your shopping?
The exit.
I park
do
in the
that too.
middle.
Oh, okay.
Of course I
That's
would.
where everyone parks. That's where you get your
No,
car.
not
That's where you
everyone.
get your car dinged.
Well, I don't park around other people.
Oh, okay.
I do that too.
You got it far enough back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend. This is a friend of mine. Before any of us had any money, this friend of mine had a really, really nice Firebird.
Mm-hmm.
Just a beautiful car, and he kept. You couldn't eat in his car. I mean, it was just this guy.
Okay,
and I don't blame him. I mean, and his car was beautiful, and he was the chef at a restaurant called Hula Hands.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was in a strip mall in Beechwood, Ohio. And this guy was he was not only a faraway parker, he was a, what would you call it, like a cross 2 space parker.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate that.
I don't know how I feel about that guy.
Well, no, just so he would, but he'd be way out.
Right.
And every day, his car was way out there, and then one day his car just got T-boned, just sitting there. So he got it fixed, but it was kind of sad because after that, didn't care anymore. Do whatever you want in his car.
I think that's more.
Never washed it.
I think that's more objectionable than flasher parking, taking up 2 spots like that. I don't care for that.
If you're in the back of a lot and it's not Christmas
it's still
season.
not right.
What about you're at the gas station, you fill up, and it's kind of a busy day. A lot of people are coming in and out. You fill up, you put the thing back in, you want to go inside,
Move
get a soda or whatever.
your car.
You move the car?
Yes.
You don't leave it at the pump?
No, if it's busy and there are people waiting, you absolutely move the car.
I always do that, and I did it with Oscar over the weekend, and he goes, that's how I know you're a good person, because you moved the car up.
Oscar, I'm a horrible person. I leave her with the pump in it.
No.
Yes.
Only if it's not busy.
I conduct commerce.
Then you go buy a lottery ticket, win the lottery, you got enough to pay for the gas.
Yeah.
I filled up the Suburban yesterday.
Oh, that's got to be a pretty penny.
Yeah, there are some. Do you know that there's some pumps that will not go over? Some won't go over 80. Some won't go over $100.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's not your credit card shutting off. It's
No,
the
it's
pump
the
itself.
pump.
Depends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and some of these. One of my buddies has a truck that has a 36-gallon tank. That's. Let's see now. It's $6. Yeah.
I have to drive the little baby car right now, and it's a 6-gallon tank, so I have to get gas like
6
every
gallons?
other
How many
day.
miles you get on that? See, honestly.
About 30 miles a gallon, but I still have to get gas like every other day.
Let me tell you something.
Because you live in 4 states over.
I know.
You know how small my baby car is. It's smaller than that.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous how tiny this car is.
What's that car called?
It's called a Nissan Figaro.
It's cute. I love seeing it. I
it's,
smile every time I see it.
It's a right-hand drive.
Yes, it is.
Looks like it should be in the movie Toy Story.
It does.
Could I fit in it?
Yeah, he'd fit in it probably.
I mean, I'm tall also.
Yeah, the seat goes back.
Can we get,
The back seat is a
some
joke.
photographs?
I don't know if both of us would fit in it.
I don't know.
I'd like to have a photograph of this.
I don't think so.
I'm still amazed you got that box in the car yesterday.
Okay, so someone, I forgot to say this morning, someone sent me a bat house. Remember I told you I wanted a bat house?
Right.
It's a bat.
I got the bat. Not only, and whoever this Christy is, she didn't put her last name on the card, so I can't send her a thank you note. It's a bat B&B, which is top of the line. It's beautiful.
Those are awesome.
Yes, I'm so excited. So thank you if you're out there.
But it was a big box.
It was a huge box, and Ace is laughing at me because first I'm trying to carry it down the steps, and then I was trying to fit it in my baby car. It was a quarter of an inch bigger. It wouldn't have fit.
I want to put you and Chick in her car.
All right.
It's going to look like 2 Cabbage Patch dolls in a pickle jar.
Is that right?
Well, that's hurtful.
Did you hear that, John?
Man, you think we'll bottom out?
Hey, man, we might.
Fred Flintstone.
You know, I have another
It sits
idea
pretty low
here.
to the ground already.
It's some places where you go to get gas now, they have first of all, they have speakers blaring music or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Mario Lopez.
And then the TV screen comes on.
Right.
And on the gas pump and starts selling something else conflicting with that. But and the other day I had a movie trailer.
Oh, no kidding.
On the gas pump. And for what I'm paying for gas, I think I should get the whole movie. Just stand there.
That's
watch Elvis for 3 hours.
That's a fine joke. That is an old school.
This reminds me, I got a letter from my sister.
Hey, Jenny.
Jenny, who she lives in England, but she listens to the show. And we were talking about Elvis yesterday.
Yeah.
Are her pages to her letters extra long? Or are they just going
She saw Elvis when she was 12 years old, like when Elvis was like this electrifying person.
Cool.
So I'll read the letter when we come back.
She was 12? Did Elvis ask her out?
Oh, wow.
Fair question.
how old are you? You're too old for me, baby.
Those were different, way better times.
Men could be creeps.
Very different.
Much like colonial times.
I'll tell you the bad thing about having a right-hand car, you can't go through drive-thrus, Willie. I realized that yesterday.
That is so funny.
Couldn't you
can deliver mail.
Couldn't you back in?
I don't know.
If I saw Christy backing through the Arby's getting the beef and cheddar.
Amazing.
And it's funny, I did. I
could we
walked
do a
into
video?
the Arby's.
I don't know
Could we do a
why.
video?
I watch millions of BBC shows, police procedural, the whole thing. It just dawned on me that all their drive-thrus are backwards.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow.
We should get a video of you driving backwards through Arby's. And I'd like to see
Man,
it.
I was so I was
right
mad.
now.
And I bet they don't call them drive-thrus. It's something classy, probably. Like,
Takeaways.
The po fruit.
And all I know is that they have drive-thrus at many drugstores. That's where GoodRx comes in. GoodRx is the way to save a ton of money on your prescriptions. I've got a stack of letters right in front of me from people who heard about GoodRx on this show and are now using it. It's an app, and it's free. And what it does is it compares prices from thousands of drugstores to get you the best price. Christy turned me on to it. Tell me more, Christy.
And that's right. We've been talking about how much gas is costing. Everything's costing a little more. Wouldn't you rather have extra cash in your pocket? You can with GoodRx. They compare prescription prices at local pharmacies and could save you up to 80%. Comparing prices is important. You may not realize prescription prices vary from one pharmacy to the next, and GoodRx can help you find the absolute lowest price. In fact, GoodRx has saved consumers $40 billion to date. That's with a B. They can help you save money, too. So for simple, smart savings on your prescription, simply check out GoodRx. Go to GoodRx.com/Tom. That's GoodRx.com/Tom.
GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used in place of insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. In 2021, GoodRx users saved up to 80% on retail prescription prices.
Here's a couple letters. The first one's from Christine from North Carolina. She was went in to get the pharmacy. It was just over $100. My husband said, put it back on the shelf. Went back after using GoodRx. Now it's under 10. This one's unbelievable. This comes to us from Gary Z. Newly prescribed medication for my wife, $2,811 for 1 month of pills. The pharmacist told me about GoodRx. Set up an account. I now pay $33.06 for 30 days.
Wow.
That's insane. So find out what's going on. It's tricky business out there. GoodRx.com/Tom. When we come back, we'll visit the sports page. Mm-hmm. Okay, and now Mr. Godwin, the time machine is ready?
Yes, and the Dylan Cummings song is done.
Oh, good. Okay, good. This is very exciting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
It's a gift you can give that they can open every day. Need something special for someone special and need it quick? How about giving them total access to the entire Bob and Tom library? It's a Bob and Tom VIP membership. Check out the link at the top of our website. Just head on over to bobandtom.com to find out more. Awaiting Jessica Hooker on a Tuesday. Hooker the Cooker on the way. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Deshaun Watson's legal team takes on the NFL today in front of a retired judge to determine his immediate future with the Browns. Former U.S. District Judge Sue Robinson, who was jointly appointed by the league and the NFL Players Association, will hold a hearing to determine whether Watson violated the NFL's personal conduct policy and whether to impose discipline. Kyrie Irving has decided to exercise his $36.9 million option for the coming season and will stay under contract with the Brooklyn Nets. And WNBA star Brittany Griner appeared in a court near Moscow that ordered her trial on cannabis possession charges to start on Friday, about 4.5 months after she was arrested in an airport while returning to play for a Russian team. WNBA on the court last night. Phoenix and Las Vegas win. Major League Baseball, American League winners, Minnesota, Toronto, the Yankees, Texas, the Angels, and Baltimore. In the National League, your winners, Washington, St. Louis, and Colorado. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Kid Tarmac. Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel. Clamp. Knife.
Ow! Hey! What the? Ah!
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia?
What?
Introducing Ed Padural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Padural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
Hey, I'm Ed Padural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
When I was younger, in my 20s, and I'd see a young, beautiful girl, I'd be, oh, you know, I got to get that. And now it's, oh, I'll never get that. Because young girls are filled with sugar and spice and everything nice, and I'm filled with anger and semen and shame. How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, you know, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. Beer, pizza, sex, gum, shampoo, sex, burritos, tires, sex. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car? And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies. I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Party time, chick.
Yeah, in the USA. There's Josh Arnold.
I genuinely like that Miley Cyrus song. I do
too. Oh, I do too.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's
good.
And, yeah.
In the US.
I'm sure you must have heard it.
Oh, it's a great song.
You love it.
I'm sure your kids love
It's catchy.
Huh.
It's got to be 10
Who's
years
this
old, if
girl
not more.
rocking kicks? Come on.
Yeah.
It's a great line.
Boy, oh boy. What about Saturday night? SATUR.
I like that one too.
By the Bay City Rollers.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think it all started with them, didn't it? There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Were you a Hannah Montana fan there?
No.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
What are you, me?
Hannah Montana.
Boy, I had to listen to that. That was right in my kid's wheelhouse, Hannah Montana. That was big, big.
Lots of topics covered today, including showering at someone else's house.
Yeah, here we
We've
go.
all showered at someone else's house.
Now we got a topic.
But this is
I just did it last week.
Uh-oh. You're ready for another one.
Uh-oh.
This is following a romantic evening, if you will, Kristen.
Oh.
Leo Porkin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Chick, you haven't answered this question. Have you ever?
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Let's see. Dan.
You guys just do it and leave? What the hell?
Get the hell out.
Ideally.
Say sorry. Say that never happens.
Every now and then we dive out a window.
I'm going home to my sleep number and blue bloods, baby.
Josh just sitting cozy in his pajamas, singing the song.
Hey, babe, I'll return this washcloth if I ever see you again. Dan writes, won't go to the elaborate setup here. Love the young lady. Got in the shower searching for some soap. I finally found a bottle, couldn't read it, but I just figured I'd use it. Turns out it was Summer's Eve.
That's a douche for those of you who don't.
Who, the writer? How dare you go?
What kind of bottle is it in?
Actually, Summer's Eve does have a vaginal body wash, if you will.
I see.
No.
What?
A wash for that area.
So is the bottle shaped like...
No, it's just like a regular
What, like
bottle.
an artichoke?
I misunderstood.
Well, like a
Artichoke?
triangle? What are you talking about?
Artichoke on a rope?
Did you hear about that, Josh? Artichokes for $2 for $1 over there at Kroger.
I love that, yes.
Tell Artie who you want killed.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We have... we're gonna get... Are you ready for your time machine hunk here?
Yeah, and the Dylan Cummings song.
He's ready for
Tom, which
both.
one would you like to hear first?
Oh, what's the...
We're still in sports. And
Well, the Dylan Cummings is, he was interviewed by, he pitches for the Burlington Sock Puppets over there in Iowa, and he has an interesting superstition. He was asked about it during an interview yesterday, and it went a little something like this.
Just before this, you told me about a little superstition of yours. Can you explain that for the fans?
I can. I don't wear deodorant on days I pitch. It's just a little superstition. I don't like the way it feels. So I'm a little stinky when I'm out there. So just always know if you see me out there, I'm a little stinky. That's all.
Wow.
Okay. Man, those are like little baby kids talking, aren't they?
It's so easy to forget that they're like young, 19 and 20.
She's great.
21.
She's a good interviewer.
Oh no, we were talking about the player, but yeah,
Both of them sound very young.
She just asked him what superstition was. Well, it wasn't like insightful.
That's a standard
He probably saw a
question.
picture
What did you
and she
think
was
it
blonde.
was? David Frost? What?
David Frost.
I'm trying to speak your language, babe.
I still can't understand why.
What do you think it was?
Why the hell did he get to interview Nixon? Would someone explain that to me?
Who cared?
Okay, yeah, it was a little late.
So, Pat, you wrote a song about this gentleman.
Oh, you can't stop the man called Cummings. Man, that dude can throw. He's a great young pitcher, the man called Cummings. He puts on quite a show.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan Cummings is superstitious, more wary than you think. On game day, no deodorant. They say that Cummings stinks. Every player's got their thing. Babe Ruth used to drink. Doc Ellis took LSD. Dylan Cummings stinks.
Unfortunately, it's coming. There's no S there, but what do you
Dylan Cummings.
No, just
Coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I screwed it up?
Yeah, man. Totally unusable.
Wow, what a shame that is.
The guy's
Yeah,
last
back
name
to the
is
drawing
there's
board.
no S, right?
Real
Is that
embarrassing.
correct?
Well, yeah, but we can use it. What's wrong? You see what? Look at his face. Do you want to text him all afternoon? I don't.
Because Dylan Cumming, much funnier.
And this was my idea.
Yeah, you really.
However,
Dylan Cummings.
See, I thought his name was Cummings, so I didn't go that way.
How
No,
about-
yeah, no, we know you messed up.
That's what I was.
how about is Dylan Cumming possessive or possibly
Plural? Doesn't work.
Dylan
Doesn't
Cumming
work.
is.
No, I blew an opportunity.
Yeah. This is embarrassing.
It is. It really is.
Let's
Thank God we're not live.
There's a lot of times you can go back and we can do
Let's move forward.
the second coming of Dylan.
There you go.
That's like the funniest thing from the whole day.
Let's bring it back.
Pat, that was great. You wrote that in what? 10 minutes? That's incredible.
Could have done some research, that's all.
No, it was kind of...
Pat, don't. Please, no. You're great. Don't worry
Take
about
some
it.
days off.
See you guys. I'll see you guys on
1-11.
Friday.
Okay, well, we'll do our time machine thing later on.
Yeah, I can't do it now.
What have you got over there? Next time, let me.
I'll let you.
handle
Yeah,
the
that's what
setup.
we want.
Hey, by the way, this from the NBA, Kyrie Irving has decided, he's seen it in his decision-making process, he's going to say, I'm going to opt in for the $36.9 million option for the coming season with the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh.
That's according to people with knowledge of the situation. They spoke on condition of anonymity, not knowing who they were. The reports are the Nets had not confirmed the decision publicly.
What is this, basketball?
Yep. Athletics, Irving's decision said his future had been one of the biggest storylines the NBA prepared. The rumor was he was going to the Lakers. LeBron wanted him back to reunite the Cleveland days, but apparently...
People were saying yesterday that Lakers fans should thank Russ because Russ and LeBron didn't get along.
Right.
And then they thought that LeBron was going to try to bring in Kyrie like they got to ring in Cleveland, but...
Boom. There you go. And
Thank you, Josh.
to
Exactly what I was thinking, Josh.
Sorry, I woke up. What happened?
according, here you go. You're going to wake up now. Here you go.
Okay.
Former certain Hall of Famer Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell, running backs in the NFL, have signed contracts for a heavyweight boxing exhibition.
Is that right?
Citing unnamed sources, ESPN reports that the former All-Pro running backs will be competing in a boxing ring. First time on July 3rd at Crypto in Los Angeles, formerly Staples. Peterson and Bell.
Maybe back to Staples.
Yeah, I was going to say, the way things are going.
The Crypto winter is a little brisk.
It's going to be promoted by YouTube star Austin McBroom. It's called Social Gloves 2.
Are you familiar with this Austin McBroom?
I am not. That is a silly, silly name.
Yeah, he's taken on a bunch of people, and
okay,
this will be a big deal. Adrian, I mean, is he going to put on boxing gloves or just use a switch?
That's a dark joke.
Even
I think it's a fair question.
That's what he used on his kid.
Adrian Peterson.
That's how he described it in court.
Well, he was shown how to parent.
Who's he boxing?
By his parents, Le'Veon Bell.
If Le'Veon at some point during the match doesn't, in the boxing ring, scream, Adrian! What are we even doing here?
I mean, that's a missed opportunity 100%.
Wasn't Ed Too Tall Jones
quite the boxer, actually?
Yeah,
he wasn't bad.
Reach.
Yeah.
And then he went back to the Cowboys, didn't he?
I think he boxed for a couple years, and you're right. He did go back to the Cowboys. Yeah, absolutely.
In this case, but that was legitimate boxing.
Right.
This is going to be two guys not trying to hurt each other.
Frank Gore has been out there boxing.
Frank Gore, Nate Robinson from the NBA did a fight. There's all these guys. They're retired athletes trying a new thing, and it's.
Well, they get paid a lot of money to do it.
See, the only way I would go to this if they only pay the winner.
And they
so you're not going to pay the other guy for being involved at all?
I mean, not much.
Yeah.
They have no. If they're both getting $1 million, what incentive do they have? They just go out there and go, "Hey, don't hit me too hard."
Airfare?
There's not a purse for the winner. There's not like a.
But I'm just saying it should be significantly higher.
It should be higher, of course.
That's been my argument for all sports.
I get
in the
that.
NBA every night, only pay the winning team. You're going to see some hustle out there.
It kind of works that way, is my argument, but
not really.
Sure, the better
they're getting
players.
$36 million if they win the championship.
Better
they get
players
a bonus
make
of $1 million.
They do get
money,
bonuses if they win championships.
Sure.
But not enough, not a lot. When you're getting $36 million a year, the aforementioned whoever it was, how much incentive do you need?
36 million.
I mean, I know what you're saying.
Well, now you need me. Okay. Yeah, Kyrie Irving, 36 million.
Yeah, so, really, and once you get the 36 million, you're going to kind of trot on the gym floor.
Yeah, but if you do well and you can renegotiate your contract for $50 million the next, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying every night, entertain the fans. I'm saying let the Lions out. I want a show.
You're not a fan. There are plenty of NBA fans, and they're watching. You're not an NBA fan, so why do you have this theory that they're not hustling?
It'd be a lot more fun to watch. If you knew the one guy was going home in a Rolls Royce, the other guy was taking a bird scooter. I got a camp story here.
$36.5 million. I'd get up and I go, well, I can go practice or I can shop online.
Yeah. I'm with you, chick.
Let's see.
They got a product for itchy balls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the day looking for that. Pat, ready?
Yeah.
Now, your son's at camp. You're a little nervous about it.
Yeah.
He's going to have a great time, I can assure you.
Someone emailed you, said it was him, and everything's fine, right?
Yep, everything's fine.
Okay.
Pictures are good.
This is from a former camp counselor. One evening during a night hike, I thought it'd be funny to give the kids a little scare.
Yes.
I had brought along a cardboard paper towel tube.
Yeah.
I growled into one end. Unfortunately, the effect was a little too realistic. The kids were screaming and crying and running off in all directions because I had told them there were bears in the area. Well, thank you, Randall.
My last day as a counselor.
Wow. That's not a prank as much as it's emotional abuse, right? That's legitimately scary.
I could never be a camp counselor. I would bring a chainsaw.
No, you would.
I think a prank is a prank if you're laughing. If it's emotional abuse, you're crying. I think probably right. Yeah.
We had the classic terrifying story told by a camp counselor, with the fire and that whole thing. Hey, we're right near a prison honor camp, and 27 years ago, the guy with the hook escaped. And, that whole story.
Sure, of course.
And they find the hook in the side of the car.
Oh, sure, terrifying.
Chip, do you know who we had at our camp? At our camp, there was this ghost story kind of thing about this guy named Lights Out McGee.
Man.
Lights Out McGee was sent to the electric chair, and then when they shocked him in the electric chair, the power went off at camp because that's where he used to haunt and grab the kids that he would kill.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Lights Out McGee got banned from camp because we told the story so many times.
Oh.
It was so fun.
You can't ban Lights Out McGee.
Exactly.
But when you're a kid and it's dark,
Yeah, and how old?
You're away from home.
9, right in that sweet spot.
The youngest camper, like 9?
Youngest at this camp is now like 5. Back then it was 7, but yeah, I was about 9 years old. Right in that sweet spot of being terrified and knowing just enough about the world.
Sure.
Oh, well, he'll be fine, Pat. Don't you worry.
The pictures are good. He's smiling.
He's having a great time.
Dear Bob and Tom, this comes to us from Nathan.
You know, Tom's son Sam hated camp. You know that.
Yeah, he told me that yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, he did. The kids are different.
Yeah.
Willie loved it. Lucy loved it. Charlie hated it. Then
It's
he
Lord of
loved
the
it.
Flies up there. You know that.
Oh, that's what I've heard.
Your kid's going to be Piggy. You know
Finn,
that, right?
Finn loves her camp. This guy writes, I was 8 years old. My parents sent me to a sleepaway camp. I was there for 4 weeks.
Oh, my gosh.
Kids who have a good time don't write letters home. I wrote every day. All my letters ended with, if you loved me, you'd come get me. They sent me there every year for 4 years.
Oh.
When they finally gave me the option, I went to summer school instead. So, see, not everybody likes camp.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Are you kidding? You're going to steal my summer? 4 weeks?
No, it makes your
but it's 4 weeks.
No way.
It's 4 weeks of horses and
I
sailboats.
had friends in the neighborhood, I had
hiking,
brothers.
canoeing,
We
sailing.
did way more than we ever would have at camp.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that you grew up in the fun part of a Stephen King story. That you grew up in the part of
It's
it.
awesome. We found dead bodies on railroad tracks.
Yes.
I was left at home. My mom worked. It was
That's
so
an
much
interesting.
fun.
There is always a fun part of a Stephen King story. And
Josh
then
is,
and then everything goes to hell.
Exactly. He's like the first act before the bad thing happens, where they're just going to the soda machine and they're splitting root beer floats.
It was awesome.
I mean, you guys laugh about me living in a trailer park. We had a brand new pool. It was great in the summer.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Seriously, what did you say?
Where'd you live?
We had a pool. It was great. We had a lifeguard, so we didn't have to
nice.
worry.
We used to go to my friend's trailer park to swim and all
Yeah,
that
we'd,
stuff.
we'd hang out all day. My mom was at work. We'd get away with murder. It was great.
Why'd you say trailer park?
Because that's where I lived. I don't care.
No, you shouldn't care. They're wonderful.
I just saw when I was down at Disney World, I had the news on. Apparently, the average mobile home,
Manufactured home.
manufactured home, as opposed to an RV, apparently they've doubled in price in the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
In
And they
Florida.
doubled in size. A lot of them are big.
My buddy's was nicer than our house, so yeah.
Well,
but your house was.
We'll get to some more of your summer camp letters, but we now return to the sports desk.
Hey, look what we got here.
Oh boy.
World record. A school in Michigan, where else, hosted a Guinness World Record attempt. According to reports, students and staff at Trillium Academy in Taylor, Michigan.
Yes.
They were able to witness a team of domino artists.
Oh, they're great. Have you seen the stuff they do?
Led by Steve Price of Domino Masters. Is this a TV show?
There is a domino show.
These are dominoes. Yeah. In college, I used to get really stoned and order super creative pizza orders, and everyone called me a Domino's artist.
Domino's Masters, he attempted the record for the longest domino wall. A total of 54,300 dominoes were used for the wall alone.
Wow.
Though 100,000 were used for the event. I'm not sure what that sentence means.
They set up whatever it is, 50,000 dominoes in a very artistic way, where they've got tracks and they go into sort of domino sculptures and things shoot out. But then the event is they flip one of the dominoes and they all go. And you get to watch them, and then when they fall, they make designs. It's great. You remember the one they did of our logos?
You gonna watch me, son?
Why do I get the feeling
Yes,
this
I
is
do
what he's going to be
remember
trying to tell someone as they're trying to sponge bath? No, they said they take these dominoes, and it's a...
No, I'll never forget it. It was the dominoes. Then Josh got upset because he thought it was a wall of pizza.
Boy, was I mad. Because I'm fat, you see, and I was almost as mad as one of I went to Joe's Crab Shack, and it was just a building made out of wood.
You thought the shack was made of crab.
That's right.
Oh, you're so overweight, you see.
No, I won't tell you about the steakhouse I went to. It's just a house with steak.
Very disappointing.
Thank God I found a gingerbread house, right?
yeah, that's finally.
That delivers.
More sports coming up, Tom.
Well, good.
Another record that won't mean a damn thing.
You've seen some of these Domino creations. They're amazing.
Who hosts? Is it Cameron from Modern Family? Is that actor?
I don't remember.
Who hosts the Domino show?
I'll find the one that they did of our logo.
This whole thing, people make a show out of this.
Yeah.
All you do is you walk up and go, yeah, that's something.
You watch a lot of TV. Would you watch the Domino
No, I
show?
would not watch the Domino show. I wouldn't watch the Is It Cake or Not. I wouldn't watch any of
Oh,
those
that's
shows.
a good show.
Great show.
Really? Have you seen this show that's similar to Is It Cake called Is It a... I'm sorry. You can't do it. You know what? There's a time and a place for certain jokes, and this is not I apologize.
Were you going down Porno Road?
No, we'll just say yes. Yeah.
Is it a beaver or a cake? I know. Look at the big teeth. It's, when we come back, we'll try to get the show back on tracks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, you know, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
They have something to shoot for, you know.
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget, we've got a live video feed where you can watch the show in real time as it happens. bobandtom.com/live. Just click on the link, and next thing you know, you're watching the show. There's Tom talking to Chick. Hey, there's Ace Cosby telling a joke, and there's Chick's reaction. That's what you can do on the live video feed. Again, it's free and available for you at bobandtom.com/live.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Following in the steps of other celebs like Rihanna and Selena Gomez, Def Leppard is out with their own line of cosmetics. It teamed with the cosmetic company Rock and Roll Beauty for a line of eyeliners, eyeshadows, blushes, and lip glosses to mark the band's 45th anniversary. The line also includes candles, a cosmetic bag covered with Hysteria album cover, and a cosmetic bag shaped like a cassette labeled Love Bites. You can get them now at Ulta beauty stores. Mary Mara has died, the body of the veteran actor who was on TV shows including Ray Donovan, Dexter, and ER, was pulled from the New York State River near the Canadian border. Cause of death pending, but it appears Mara drowned while swimming. Her movie credits include Mr. Saturday Night and Prom Night. She was 61. And Tom Cruise has been shot down by Elvis, at least at the box office. After Sunday's totals were finally added up, Elvis edged out Top Gun Maverick for the top spot over the weekend. Here are the numbers. Elvis, $31.1 million. Top Gun, they brought in $29.6 million. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
She's the love of your life, and you want to make her feel special on Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
But I prefer mobile food myself. I mean, I prefer food that's had to make it in the world just like I have. I mean, if I'm going to eat food, I prefer food that doesn't come from the ground. You know, because vegetables, you know, they suck the nutrients from the mud. Mm-hmm. Would you eat mud? No. Then why eat the middleman? You know, God made animals slow enough to catch. He obviously intended for us to eat them. Besides that, what's the fun in hunting a vegetable? Anymore, I can sneak up on a carrot. Some of that stuff's not even food. Celery, that's not food. That's like dental floss trapped inside of carbohydrates. I was reading about celery. You know, there's 4 calories in a stick of celery. 4 takes your body 6 calories to process. Mm-hmm. A stalk of celery. You could kill yourself eating celery. That's not food. That's slow suicide.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Bob and Tom.
Oh, my God.
You okay, Will?
Yeah, I was thinking about my father's mortality.
Hey, guys.
Go, G's. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone, hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
I'm just chilling over here, man.
Yeah, I'm Chick McGee, and we're talking about stupid world records. We got another one coming up, and we've got our own attempt at a world record today with the putting alphabet soup letters in order.
Alphabetizing alphabet soup.
All right, Jess Hooker in the soup is here.
It's a fascinating news story from last week, and we'll be attacking that.
Do yourself a favor. Go smell the soup. It's I could care less about the letters. This soup smells amazing.
Homemade?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Very exciting.
Oh, you don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. Can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Good morning, Donnie. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I may have a new world record.
Really?
Yeah, my little son Liffy, he's been begging me to take him on a road trip, and I got a whole list of different ideas I want to run past you.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm not sure where we're going yet, but he's got some big-time adventures in mind for a little small fry. Like, he wants to go whitewater rafting in Colorado.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And there ain't no way. I ain't jumping in some stupid raft and wearing a brain bucket just so I can be waterboarded for the next 7 hours. Not to mention a rock foot.
Oh.
So instead, I suggested a log flume at Six Flags.
Yeah.
And man, he threw a fit about it till I remind him they ain't going to be selling Mountain Dew and Dippin' Dots along the Colorado River, you know? So now he's also thinking he wants to go swimming with dolphins. Stupid flipper. Why travel to the beach to swim with dolphins when you can just visit the local Red Lobsters and go noodling in the tank for free?
Sure.
Swear to God.
Yeah, well.
And them lobsters are live, and they got big rubber bands on their claws, so that means they've already been neutered, you know? Everything he wants to do is expensive. Have you ever been to the Rocky Mountains, Tom?
Sure, I love it there.
It's on his list, too. He wants to go there. But I told him if we're driving that far, we're going all the way to the Grand Tetons.
Oh, sure.
Do you know the Grand Tetons is Spaniard for big hooters?
It's French, but you're right.
Swear to God. I've seen pictures, man. They got some bodacious mountains in Grand Tetons. Tallest one's like 13,000 foot. Ain't no way I'd ever be able to make it all the way to the nipple. But the fact remains, little Wolfie just don't get it, you know? Like last night, he said he wanted to take a Disney cruise. I'm like, Disney cruise? Ain't you noticed we can't even afford the Disney Channel? So as I scratch them off the list, it looks like we're probably headed back Pigeon Forge where you can do it all.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you got your go-karts, batting cages for nonstop adventure. And if he's so hell-bent on seafood, ain't no place on the flat earth got more hermit crabs than Pigeon Forge. But now, because of inflation, you have to order them on the half shell. Christy, we're going to need gas money, too. I shouldn't have to waste my beer money on stupid gas money.
Really? Is that how you look at raising your child?
I got to go.
Okay. See you. Thanks, Donnie. That's true. The Grand Tetons, that is, in fact.
Yeah.
Did you know that? That's an actual fact.
What?
The Grand Tetons.
That they're a thing?
That what they mean.
Tatas.
Oh.
It's French for large bosom, if you will.
It is?
Yes.
Grand Teton.
It really is.
Wow.
The more direct translation would be...
Yeah, sure.
And then the smaller mountains nearby, of course, the itty-bitty...
Well, that's the group.
Teton Committee, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The group that named them.
Sorry. Well, thank you very much, Donnie. That was extraordinarily enlightening. We have Mr. Chick McGee at the sports desk. What have we missed?
Stupid world record.
A YouTuber has set 2 new Guinness World Records, according to the record authority. Eric, he calls himself Badlands Booker. I've heard of this guy. It's a big guy.
Yeah, he's
he does
huge.
these strange, like blows up water bottles.
Oh,
or
really?
something.
Oh.
He's gigantic.
He's from Long Island. Claimed the title for the fastest time to drink one liter of soda and the fastest time to drink 1 liter of tomato sauce.
Oh, how fast?
How stupid.
Badlands managed to guzzle down 1 liter of Mountain Dew in just 6.8 seconds.
That's crazy.
He then downed 1 liter of tomato sauce in 1 minute, 18 seconds.
Also, that's a little longer than I would have thought.
Booker is a competitive eater. Now, this is a 1 liter. This is not like a 2 liter bottle like we're used to seeing in the store. This is 1 liter.
But still, 6 seconds.
It's a lot of, it's like 30 ounces.
I bet that was a hell of a belch.
That's what I was thinking.
Or more, do the do, spew the do.
No, you have to keep it down or it wouldn't
I
count.
wonder how long you have to keep it down.
Well, I'm sure he kept it down.
Day and a half, I would think.
Have you seen this guy, Christy?
No. Don't care to.
Muscly?
Do I need to?
He is a competitive eater.
Big man?
Guy, huh?
Very, very large.
Fat?
No, big.
Very fat.
Very big.
Very fat.
Not trying to...
A fat?
No.
Real fatty
Might have gone with the diet do.
I'm going to go...
All right. Well.
I'm going to go 2 popcorns at the movie theater.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 of the big buckets.
This guy looks $4.
Okay.
They don't have buckets anymore. They only have bags. What's that?
What?
That's what my theater was.
No. They got buckets.
We've got
Not at mine.
really nice, they look like glass, but they're not, but they're close. bowls that you get.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the Chick McGee Theater. That place is...
Isn't that place great?
is nice,
I told
man.
I bet screens the size of a laptop, I'm sure.
Josh, free refills on soda, but the soda cup they give you is this big. It is so small.
My God, Ace wants to say something.
What is it, Ace?
We've been talking about this soup thing for a couple of weeks.
Right.
This is not soup. It's Chef Boyardee A to Z's.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What we're eating today?
The world record.
The guy that got the world record, what do you mean?
It's not soup. It's thick. It's pasta.
Well, so it's more like SpaghettiOs, but with ABCs?
No, but we didn't want to eat that. We wanted to eat soup from Jess's Kitchen.
When the guy,
if you queer this deal for me, Cosby,
I want you to set the soup record.
You can't have any.
I was looking for the video and like, this is not soup.
No, I've seen the video.
What a giant penis this guy is. I mean, he really is. Out of nowhere, we're talking about someone. We're talking
about the movie.
He's got his hands up.
We're going
to run this show. You don't.
The topic was movies.
Christ.
The point is, Ace.
Just about half.
I've seen the video. The guy takes a can of alphabet soup, whatever it is, and he opens it up and pours it in a bowl and then starts. When you make the soup, you're supposed to add water to make it into soup. You see,
but if it's Chef Boyardee, it's pasta. Soup.
Okay, so this. All right.
Oh,
well,
so
what we're doing is something
alphabet soup.
No.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you another thing. Tom wanted. I don't want to see it, Ace. Put your grandfathered MacBook away. Tom thought it was alphabet soup. And what do we think about Tom? What he thinks, that's the reality.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it said in the news story.
There you go.
There's a fine line.
Well, you're wrong.
A couple years ago, Tom actually came to me and said, I respect your honesty.
Well, that's because he's terrified of you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Did he say that while handing you his wallet?
Crossing the street to go to his car.
Ace, what are you doing on this side of the street, for God's sake? No, here's the article, Ace, from... there's the first line. An Oregon man has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to find and alphabetize the letters in a can of alphabet soup.
So I think we're splitting hairs here.
Hold tight.
So that's what. So we're going to be doing it with homemade alphabet soup.
You are just the greasy wheel, aren't you?
No, but see, Ace. No, Ace. I clicked on the news story from them, and you're right.
Squeaky wheel.
Say
that again.
This says Ace. This guy's cheating.
I think this guy is cheating.
It says Chef Boyardee Mini ABC.
Yeah, this is not. It's even got the meatballs in it. It's not soup.
So then, who's the person for writing the story and changing the details?
Our soup has meatballs in it. Does that count?
We get to eat it. No, Christy, yeah. I'm looking at the article from their website.
Yeah, me too. Look,
and the first line. Am I right? It's underscored in black. It says alphabet soup, but the picture of the can, it's. Well, these Guinness people must be drinking their own product. They're drunk, obviously.
This whole thing
it's not alphabet soup.
Real stupid.
Yeah.
And all we're doing is going, it's even more stupid than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just shut up about it, and we'll do the little thing.
Eat it,
and move on with our lives.
Welcome to our new radio show. Let's just shut up about it. You know what you're done talking.
You know what you could do, Josh?
What's that?
Anyway.
Let's just say you were kidnapping somebody and wanted to do a ransom note.
Yes.
Yeah, you got anybody in mind?
Remember how in the movies they always take a magazine and cut it up?
Oh, sure.
What if you did it with alphabet soup?
Well,
so it'd be sort of a macaroni art sort of ransom note.
It works.
So like a toddler's.
Now you'd have to glue them.
Right.
This then you have to let it dry.
By that time, the cops were at my door.
Wow.
Might be a bad idea. I'm so sorry.
They must have just called it alphabet soup because they didn't know what else to call it. I guess they couldn't say pasta.
I sure can't stand
alphabet.
it.
I'm disappointed. I thought it was alphabet soup because it says it is in the article,
but it's not.
Well, we're going to come back and we're going to alphabetize alphabet soup.
And we're going to have some alphabet soup. Everybody, but Ace.
Look at how proud of himself Ace is over there.
Oh, yeah.
He thinks he did good.
He thinks
I brought up an important topic. They discussed it for 5 minutes.
That's right.
Ace is, in fact, correct. It's just that we all thought he was going to stay on the topic the way we're discussing.
No. The point is, I want soup. Okay? That's it.
Let's go.
we have crackers?
Oh, jeez.
Does nothing please you? When we come
Crackers?
back, we'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. First time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide and get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, treat yourself now at bobandtomstore.com. Brand new Bob and Tom hoodies, hooded zips, work shirts, a Bob and Tom Show hat. They're all available for you at bobandtomstore.com. Our clothing size is small, all the way up to 4XL, some 5XL. If we don't have your size, just check back. We're always restocking at bobandtomstore.com. The summer has arrived. Treat yourself or that Bob and Tom fan in your life. The store never closes, so it's really easy to shop there. Just get on your mobile device, your computer, whatever you need to head there and go to bobandtomstore.com. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that simple. And next thing you know, ding dong. Hello, here's your Bob and Tom Show merchandise. Why, thank you. It's just that easy. bobandtomstore.com. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The Supreme Court says a high school football coach who knelt and prayed on the field after games is protected by the Constitution. The court ruled 6-3 for the coach, with the court's conservative justices in the majority, the liberals in dissent. The justices in the majority emphasized the coach's prayer happened after the game was over. The liberal justices in the minority said there was evidence the coach's prayer at the 50-yard line had a coercive effect and let him incorporate his personal religious beliefs into a school event. Again, that was overturned. The skies over a scattering of western U.S. cities will stay dark for the third consecutive 4th of July as some big fireworks displays canceled again, this time for the pandemic-related supply chain or staffing problems, fire concerns amid dry weather, the main thing. City of Phoenix cited supply chain issues in canceling its 3 major Independence Day fireworks shows this year. The northern Arizona city of Flagstaff replacing fireworks with a laser light show. Some cities in California and Colorado also nixing the once traditional fireworks shows for their July 4th celebrations. Again, it's been very dry out west, especially in New Mexico. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for Flash Traffic with the fastest man in the world, 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis.
And now we go to our Flash Traffic reporter, Carl Lewis, with traffic on the west side.
Hey, Bob and Tom, I'm on the west side, and traffic looks great. Now I'm going to run over to the far east side and take a look at traffic conditions over there. Okay, I'm on the east side now. Everything looks smooth over here. Want me to check the north side?
Sure, Carl.
All right, here we go. Oh, guys, traffic is running off fine up here up north. Anything else you need?
Listen, Carl, could you check south side traffic? I know it's a long way. You could also pick up an iced tea for me, venti green iced tea at Starbucks on your way, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's a little step, but I'll get there. Oh, my goodness, that was kind of a detour, but here, 2 splendid just like you like it.
Thank you very much, Carl. Carl, could you come back to the studio to sign some photos for us?
Oh, okay, I can do that. Sure thing, Tom. Oh, made it. All right, give me a pen.
This has been Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom Facebook.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's
sorry.
Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Out on your feet.
At the kitchen chair. There's Ace Cosby.
You're welcome.
Running his trap again. There's Willie Griswold.
Dad, remember when Hart got really excited about the grocery store? So you got a fake little grocery store toy where she can pretend that she's checking out bananas. We got to get you a fake little computer over there.
Yeah,
you can pretend you're pushing all the buttons.
Yeah, they light up when you push them. That'd be great.
She still has her fake grocery store. She loves it.
That'd be nice for you.
Okay.
I'm Chick, and that's Tom.
Has she raised prices?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And Josh, she took a few products off the shelves.
Gas prices very, very high. Let's see now. Oh, a couple quick things. We are making arrangements to have the Bob and Tom Show Domino video posted. And we'll show that to you guys because we had the story. I'll talk to Jess about this.
She'll listen to you because she's new to this.
The Domino Masters. I think these domino things are really cool. They'll make a very artistic piece, and then they touch one of the dominoes, and they all, in succession, they fall fast.
We know how that works, John.
Yeah. Thanks for walking us through it. Yeah.
They design them like a mandala or something like that. Oh, no.
On this big screen, we have the Bob and Tom Domino tribute.
Who's that hippie?
Some hippie kid.
Someone walks up, hits the dominoes, and as you can see, the train goes, and then
train. It's a green domino.
Okay, well,
there's a microphone.
They're all makes a giant microphone. Then it's got a Napa Auto Parts logo right
Where
there.
did this come from?
This is cool.
Took a long time to make this
wow.
sculpture of Bob. See how cool these are?
Very cool, yeah.
Now, when they were creating this, someone said, "Hey, who let Sneezy Jim in?" When he
look at the lipstick you're wearing.
All Sneezy Jim.
Oh, God.
But you get the idea.
Yeah, poor Noah.
There's an orange barrel, I guess.
Okay, well, you can turn
certainly
it off.
Dates the whole thing.
We will we'll repost that.
Wait, I've never seen this.
No, somebody made it.
Someone made it for us. I mean, and look at this giant sculpture here, and they all.
Is that the Frigamall building?
Oh, it might be.
Better, it's the Pyramid of Giza. I'm
Tragedy.
The point is, they're
What is
out
the point?
there. That this guy's got a world record for doing something like this. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
great.
really something.
Okay, hard to please. If it had been a logo of the Washington Football Club,
No.
would have had a full
Do
erection.
you like Van Morrison's Domino?
Love that song. Oh, Domino.
Great song. You like Domino Sugar?
I do. I'm a fan.
All right.
Like playing dominoes?
I like Fats Domino.
Sure. Yeah.
Domino's Pizza, of course.
Of course. Hey,
These are all the. I think we've hit the top 5 dominoes.
Do you think
There you
anybody's
go.
ever stacked up a bunch of Domino's pizza boxes and then knocked those over like
Oh, sure
dominoes?
they
It's been done.
That'd be a fun time. Oh, you don't like that at all, Josh?
No,
do you?
it's been done. Yeah.
I'm surprised Domino's doesn't have a commercial where they have the
He
pizza.
wanted,
Right.
Yeah.
he wanted to say hack, is what he wanted to say. Did you see it?
It's been done.
I'm sorry. So coming up, we're going to be trying to alphabetize the soup.
All right.
Speaking of world records, in the meantime, are we still back at the sports page?
No, we're done. I'm ready to eat soup. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Okay. Well, before we do that, we're going to check in with Christy Lee, and then we have our time machine. Are you ready in there, Pat?
Ready to go.
Okay.
Throw it at me, baby.
Okay. Well,
I like that, Pat.
A pilot has reported seeing another so-called. I didn't know if he was going to go to Pat yet
You're
or
fine.
not.
You're
He
good.
was-
You never know.
A pilot has reported seeing another so-called jetpack man near Los Angeles International Airport. The FAA said a pilot reported seeing an object that might have resembled a jetpack 15 miles east of LAX. The agency said it has worked closely with the FBI to investigate every reported jetpack sighting. So far, none of these have been verified. According to the FAA, one working theory is that pilots might have seen balloons. The latest report comes after a series of similar sightings near LAX.
Did those similar sightings weren't the theory is that it's a drone with a man, like a mannequin on it?
yeah.
Yeah.
This one, though, they don't know.
They don't know, but I mean, they're be pretty cool to be up that high.
Oh,
Although, if a jet goes by,
yeah, it's got to throw things off.
you don't have any wings, right? It's
Yeah,
just a
Or
thruster.
you run out of fuel, or
Yeah.
the engine malfunctions, or
Many things can go wrong there.
Sucked into the jet engine, that would be bad.
Yeah.
but him being an alien,
Bird
doesn't
strike.
matter.
Get a pecker to the face.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Boy, oh boy,
So-
it's like third grade in here, isn't it?
This is becoming
Yeah, you're just
this is
realizing.
becoming the Bigfoot of the sky. We have
Sky Squatch.
I like that. I like that.
That's right.
Here's a short tribute to because I think the jetpack got famous early in a James Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think it was in Thunderball, wasn't it? Maybe not. Doctor. No, it couldn't
It
have
was
been
one of the
Dr.
early
No.
ones, though.
I forget if it was Goldfinger, one of the early ones.
Ace will tell us.
He's
when we
wearing
come
that blue jumpsuit.
It's great, but
Remember that? Remember the legend is that Sean Connery would not wear the helmet they wanted him to wear while he was in the jetpack suit. He
Right.
refused, so the stuntman wore it, and they just tried to.
Is it To Russia with Love?
Superimpose his face, but it never really worked.
Yeah, and when they
I
show the
thought it was
close-up of Sean
interesting,
Connery, it's sort of early blue screen.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You can almost see craft services to the left. Make your glazed donuts ready, sir. Oh, you got to film this? Okay. Ooh. But so a lot of us grew up wishing we had jetpacks, and Tim has a short song about that. That last one, real close there, I think. Tim Wilson, Where is My Jetpack? And you determined which movie had the James Bond jetpack?
Thunderball. Another rare misstep with, an all too often misstep with the Bond theme from Tom Jones, I think, was Thunderball.
Hell of a song. It wasn't the hit.
Hell of a song.
It was not the hit that Goldfinger was, certainly.
Old Goldfinger, a misstep.
You hate them all.
Yeah, you do.
You hate what was the really good one a few years ago with
Adele's is
Adele?
great.
I love that
She just shoved Skyfall in there.
That's real good.
Oh,
I'll sing it for you, Skyfall.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nothing but Skyfall.
That's not what it is.
Oh, hey, look at Skyfall.
And Jess, I'll talk
Is
to you.
that Skyfall?
Jess, are you wearing socks?
No.
Oh, I've got some on. Can I ball them up and throw them to you, and you can shove them in his mouth?
Sure.
Okay, thanks very much. It starts and ends. It starts and ends with this song. This is a quiz.
Okay.
I want you to know. I want to ask you who sings this song.
Okay. Eartha Kitt.
That's a fair guess.
That is an excellent guess.
Yes.
You're wrong. When we come back,
Okay.
if I remember, we'll talk about it more. But right now, if you were listening to this show on Raycon earbuds, you'd be going, that Goldfinger is a good song. Is that Shirley Bassey?
You just said it was.
That's because I knew I'd forget it when we came back.
You're crazy.
I'm glad we got it done with.
I'm very,
Sassy
very
Shirley Bassey. I'm glad we put it behind us because people want to listen to our show, the rest of it, on their Raycon earbuds. You've got longer days and less to do today. The possibilities are endless. This summer, you can take premium audio with you wherever you go with your Raycon earbuds. They look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever ears they're placed into. They feature noise isolation awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings when you need to and listen while you travel or maybe a workout. Optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made. And the earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear. And
Fit every kind of ear that's ever been made.
They do not budge. Was that Graham Parker or some B-side?
Tribute to Lil George.
I've been Thanks to Lead It Here. That's really a nice album that I've underappreciated.
Raycon.
With Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and you get all this for half the price of other premium audio brands.
Rediscover your favorite album with Raycon earbuds.
Yes,
How about that?
like I did with Thanks to Lead It Here and Lil George. Right now, you can go to buyraycon.com/Tom. My stutter showed there for just a second, didn't it? 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your, you doesn't have to call me Raycon. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I just got this from my doctor.
Nothing?
I don't know what it was.
Dear Tom and the rest of the show.
Yeah?
You're right. The ADD medication is on the way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, don't forget about Bob and Tom tonight, the video webcast of highlights of today's show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, right there on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. You can click that red button, subscribe today, join over 100,000 other fans from around the world who tune in to watch Bob and Tom tonight. You should join them. It's a lot of fun. What else? You don't want to watch the news. Who cares what's going on in the world when you can be immersed in the Bob and Tom world? We call it Bob and Tom Tonight. Check it out, won't you? Bob and Tom's YouTube channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We roll through a Tuesday with Jessica Hooker and you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. It's Tuesday, June 28th.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. An Amtrak passenger train traveling from Los Angeles to Chicago struck a dump truck yesterday in a remote area of Missouri, killing 3, injuring dozens more. Cars tumbled off the tracks, landed on their sides after the impact. The train involved was Amtrak Southwest Chief, which was carrying 207 passengers and crew when the collision took place on a gravel road with no lights or electronic controls. A man acquitted of reason of insanity of murder in the 2013 stabbing death of his father in Austin, Texas, has escaped from a state hospital to which he was committed. Authorities at the North State Hospital in Vernon told police 29-year-old Alexander Scott Irvin was missing yesterday morning. They took a look at the security video. Shows Irvin left his room Sunday night, scaled the hospital's 8-foot fence before heading north on foot. He is considered armed and dangerous. And most bacteria are microscopic, but there's one so big it can actually be seen with the naked eye. Scientists discovered the world's largest bacterium. It came from a Caribbean mangrove swamp, about 1/3 of an inch long, making it the largest bacterium known to date. Researchers who found the bacterium aren't sure why this one is so big. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. It'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, "Hop, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man." It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, "Hit him with your flute, Greg."
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. The Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Oh, he was so sweet. It was our first date, and he went all out. He bought me dinner, he got me drunk, and then I got bald.
Oh, did you ever? It was perfect. Britney Spears recently shocked the world with her latest fashion statement. A completely shaved head. Now, to commemorate Britney's new look, Bob and Tom Labs is proud to introduce their new perfume. Bald. B-A-L-D. Bald. A fragrance for today's unraveling woman. She's kooky, she's crazy, and she's getting bald.
Tomorrow's my girlfriend's birthday, and she'll definitely be getting bald.
What woman wouldn't love to get bald?
My wife and I are celebrating our 30th anniversary soon. I thought she'd be thrilled when I told her she was gonna get bald, but she just rolled over and went back to sleep.
Okay, almost everybody wants to get bald. Be sure to get some today. Just look for the slick box, and you'll know you're getting bald. B-A-L-D. Bald.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing? Real good, man. I get up a shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow, I'm spilling my chili."
Hey, guys, it's Eli.
Hey, Eli.
Oh, hi. Hey, Eli. You nailed it, Patty. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking, there's no need to get down. I mean, just because you're grounded at work don't mean you can't gain yards. I've got a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza you could run by the house. God knows you wouldn't want to try to pass it. You'd probably get picked off by the mailman. Oh, yeah.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
She's lucky. She's already had her soup.
I did.
Thumbs up, thumbs down?
It was wonderful.
Oh, my goodness. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's in the performance room. You got some soup?
Yeah, I did.
There you
Delicious.
do. Jess Hooker's here. She cooked us up some alphabet soup.
With meatballs. It's very good.
Very, very good. We're going to sort out letters, I guess, here in a moment. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Not allowed to have any soup. He's sitting at the track phone hotline hot phone. He tells me that cup there is full of coffee. That's exactly right. There's Willie Griswold.
Big soup guy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Why are we doing soup, you ask?
Why are we doing soup, Tom? Tell us.
World record?
Yep.
For alphabetizing alphabet soup. Now, this is now under protest because we've looked at the Guinness World Record video, and the Oregon man, Mr. Jacob Chandler, who managed to fish out the pasta pieces from soup and put them with their corresponding letters on a giant card, did it in 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
But it wasn't soup.
But we've looked at it, and it's actually Chef Boyardee.
It's like SpaghettiOs with letters in it.
So it's thicker.
But you're right. The headline does say soup.
The soup.
Yeah.
So the Guinness people apparently have it wrong. It's very disappointing. We have had our cooker, Ms. Hooker, prepare some homemade vegetable soup. And you use these Ronzoni alphabets, is that correct?
I did, yes.
These are tiny little pups.
Yeah, they plumped up about twice the size. Would you say?
Yeah, they're
Josh?
about
Yeah.
they're about a quarter inch in the
Still
dry,
quite small.
in the
Tiny.
dry form.
Tiny.
And this is going to be a little more difficult than the world record because there are other things in this soup: meatballs, carrots, green beans, onions, and so you will have to dodge obstacles to get to the letters.
Okay, now you have the soup over there.
I do, yeah. Boy, this looks good. This reminds me of the soup we used to bring out on the schooner.
Oh, you're the schooner.
Yeah. We'd be up there.
You're a sailor? I didn't know that.
Sure, yeah. But it would spill because of the waves and everything.
Oh, sure.
That was all right. I always enjoyed soupy sails.
All of that for that?
Smelling salt. I'm going, I'm going down.
Wow.
I got Godwin.
I'll explain. Just Soupy Sales was a comic actor on television.
Right.
Actually, was a guest on our show.
Really?
Yes. And his sons.
He was?
Yes, and our son, his sons rather, are
Bisque and stew?
rock and rollers.
Stew is dead on.
Yeah,
That's
Bisque
funny.
doesn't work. I should have just said stew.
No, it's funny.
Damn it. Rewind it. Go back.
His boys were in the rock and roll business.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, Josh, you've got your bowl there. So,
Yeah.
And we're going to have the cameras put on the soup.
Cameras
so we
on
can-
the
Oh, that's
soup?
great. We
Yeah.
can see it. There's a chart.
You know what else looks difficult? I see numbers in here, so I'm going to have to avoid those.
So there's obstacles?
This is much harder than that.
And to be clear, you don't have to go in alphabetical order.
Right.
In other words, you don't have to dig out an A
I'm just going
first.
to dig out the letters and put them on the corresponding letter on the piece of paper.
And then the ones that when you take the thing out, whatever you don't use, you have to eat.
Okay, fine.
Do you have a
understand what I'm saying?
stopwatch?
Yeah.
I thought Willie had a stopwatch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Now, so in other words, if you dig in there and you pull out, say, a C, a B, and an F.
Yeah.
Then
I'm going to try to go one at a time.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
1, 2, go.
And he's off. And he's off. What have you got there?
There's an R. That's a 3. That's useless.
Okay.
There's a D.
Okay. This is very exciting.
Now, this is an M, and you can tell it's clearly an M, not a W.
Not a W?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Here's a K.
Okay.
Oh, and another K.
No, no,
There's not a
Easy.
third one.
Yeah.
Are all of the letters in there? Did you check that?
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, I put them out on a cookie sheet before
There's a B.
I cooked them. I was going to count them, Tom, because you were curious if some of the letters had priority over others.
Yeah, is it like Scrabble where you've got whatever one Q and
Right.
a whole bunch of I's and
Right.
E's and O's?
H.
It would appear that there were more popular letters, that there were more noodles in
Now,
those.
how many letters do we have over there that you've done?
One.
W.
Okay, Willie, where are we time-wise?
He has 8 letters.
44 seconds.
Oh, Josh, you're
J. Well, that's a J.
Have you eaten any of them yet?
Oh, a Q.
Oh, a Q. Good job.
No, of course I haven't eaten them. I'm busy over here. This is indistinguishable, whatever that is.
What's the record?
2 minutes, 8 seconds, I believe.
My gosh, I'm not finding some that I really. Oh, there it is. A C.
Now, are you looking for the letter specifically?
No, I mean I'm just looking for letters. But now I'm to the point where I need certain ones. N. Oh, N and L. Get over there, L.
We're at 1:15.
All right.
No, I'm not going to do it because.
You're doing okay, though.
R. Do I already have an R?
How many letters are we in here?
4,
How many
5,
is
6,
you-
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, there's a P.
Oh, 11.
Oh, you need a P.
12.
I need to pee too. Which is the last break was a little
Well, you can
short.
go pee, and I'll help with this if you need to
13.
know.
Okay. I'm really looking for an F now because.
Me too.
Can I bite off the bottom of an E?
I will allow you. This judge says yes. You can take an E and bite off the part of the
That feels like
stem down
cheating.
there.
There's a U. I need to get
150.
You're doing great.
Okay.
How many has?
Oh, there's a green
I
bean.
think
That doesn't
15.
count.
15, 16.
2 minutes.
Yeah. I cannot find an A to save my
Can you
life.
use this empty space? Dump some out a little bit?
I'm afraid the time is running
That's
out.
2:08.
Okay, it's over.
Okay, well.
Well, he did pretty well.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17.
Not bad.
I got 17.
26.
Without any practice.
I don't know that my bowl has some of the letters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess you can't be guaranteed that.
I bet you have all the letters in there.
Well, I'll keep going. Here's an F.
When they manufacture this soup, is there some kind of quality control where they guarantee you get all of the letters?
I would assume so, but I don't know.
That's got to be a rough
We would
gig.
have to call them.
Call Chef Boyardee and ask.
There's a number right here, 1-800.
Oh, there's an X.
You're welcome, Dean.
Let's get him on the blower. Find out what's going on.
So I think I did okay considering I had to dodge a lot of stuff.
Yes, I'm very happy with this. Now the Ronzoni,
Tom's very happy.
the Ronzoni package you have. This has hundreds of
a lot.
Well, that's the problem. He couldn't. We just took a big spoonful. We don't know what,
I did it the way I think the guy did it. Was one at a time. He didn't just take a spoon.
No, but I mean, he had one can, is what I'm saying, and he dumped it out, whereas Jess made a huge pot.
And there's 2 of these in there.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you may not have an A in there.
Exactly.
Well, but there are 2 whole full boxes of pasta.
I know, Chip. But it's a small bowl.
Well, I know.
He may not have any A's.
My question is, this guy does it directly from the can.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't.
Right in the can, huh?
He doesn't sort through it. And obviously he had every letter in there. I don't know if every...
like fish in a barrel.
Does every letter have... Does every can rather have every letter? Well, we'll move on. It's time now for Christy Lee to hit the news desk and tell us what's going on over there.
A man on a Southwest Airlines flight reportedly airdropped a sexually explicit photo to all the passengers on board. Leading police to be waiting for him to escort him off the plane upon arrival.
Whoops.
In a now viral TikTok video, it shows the man getting reprimanded for allegedly sharing the graphic photo of his penis.
His?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
With all passengers, including kids that were behind him.
Oh,
you jerk.
Yeah.
But what would you do if you did it? Would you just stand up and go, everybody decline that? Everybody just decline
why would you
it.
accept a
You
picture?
have to, yeah.
And why would you accept a picture from a stranger anyway?
You'll be at the bar sometimes and someone will send you a thing, what is this? And then you click on it and it's like Fred Flintstone, but he's got his Johnson out.
I've never. Well, I'm not in your age group.
What kind of bars do you go to?
This was at a bar that you would like, Jess, kind of a hip bar.
Bam Bams.
And then I was looking around like, hey, which one of you hip weirdos sent me this thing of Fred? Yeah, I was.
Oh, that's over there at the Foundry, right?
You know exactly. It's right by You Can't Park Here restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know where you are.
But then again, maybe the guy was fishing. Maybe
he could have.
Oh, he could have.
Maybe he was thinking.
But I mean,
I hope it was something to be proud of.
Yeah. Also, I wouldn't go fishing in the kiddie pool.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but he did. That's what I'm saying. You didn't know.
Today's in-flight movie, Shaft.
Sir, that needs to be in the upright position.
That's awful. Okay. What else
It
you
is
got,
awful.
Christy?
Don't do that. A so-called zero-star hotel in Switzerland is hoping to wake people up to the world's crisis by keeping them up all night.
Which world's crisis?
The art installation on the side of a road next to a gas station in Célion includes a double bed on a platform, 2 bedside tables, and lamps. There are no walls, ceilings, or doors. The anti-idyllic site, created by twin brothers Frank and Patrick Ricklin, is intended to make guests reflect on the current world situation.
I bet they fight a lot.
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
Damn it, Patrick.
Pass.
So you're sleeping next to a gas station on a flatbed truck.
On a platform, it doesn't say truck.
But essentially, there's no wall. There are no walls, roof, or
Lamps.
there are lamps. All right.
Well,
there are lamps.
is there one of those ice machines making a lot of noise, keeping you awake? Or I guess maybe the gas station.
I don't know. That's awful.
Well, this is if you want to experience that at home, just watch the evening news before you go to bed.
Yeah, it'll keep you up all night.
Are you paying them to do this?
Yeah, you're paying them to do that. It's a hotel.
Oh, it is a hotel.
But this is one of those art projects.
Right.
Go screw yourself.
Do you guys remember on the west side of town?
We know that the world can be difficult. We don't need this stupid so-called art installation.
Do you remember on the west side of town there was a guy that lived at he lived in the top of basically on the top of a light post? Do you remember this? No? It was like a one room. I know this is really weird, but imagine like a kid's playhouse, but it was at the top of a light post, and like he was setting a world record for how long he could live up there.
Was there a bathroom up there?
I don't know. I just remember driving by as a kid.
Or when it got dark.
Yeah, you could
when
see
it gets
him.
dark, do they lower the bucket?
Yeah. It was by the skating rink on the west side.
Wow.
Yeah,
That'll make the abductions easier.
But as I'm telling the story, I feel like this is like a Tommy Johnigan thing where like my dad told me that's what was happening, and maybe that's not what was happening.
There was a guy
There
was a guy living on a roof.
There was a roof guy.
Oh, really?
Quite a long time, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a guy in a
I'll look it up.
In a tree house.
I just completed the alphabet.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
if we count this as an A, it's questionable. It may be a.
Well, very nice. So it took you about 5 minutes?
Yeah, man.
I stopped the timer because I thought.
Sure, of course. It was already over. I'd already lost.
You did not get the record.
No.
But we do have some delicious alphabet soup. Thank you very much, Jess. Back to Christy Lee at the news desk.
Firefighters responding to a mysterious burning smell said the culprit was a faulty sex toy. This incident took place in Turnhout, Belgium, where fire crews were called to an apartment after the resident reported the smell of something burning. Using a thermal imaging camera, firefighters were able to locate the source of the heat and smell coming from a cupboard.
Man, you cooking tuna casserole, man.
Oh, my gosh. Inside, they discovered a vibrator that had overheated and partially melted.
Yikes.
Officer Nick Elin told local media the woman had been quite surprised by the find.
Well, better in the cabinet than in
Yeah, no kidding.
the box.
Wow, I didn't know I had a Brazilian. She was burning all there.
Oh, okay.
You know,
She was quite surprised by the find. Come on.
Well, no,
She
obviously.
had to know it was there.
No, apparently it was some kind of short circuit, obviously, in the toy. She wasn't using it at the time.
Right.
Batteries can do funny things. Like set your house on fire. Just happened to a friend of mine.
Yeah, spring for the plug-in. Get the plug-in. You don't need this. You don't need a cordless. What is this?
What?
Plug-in?
How far are you going?
Do they make them with cords?
Yes, the original ones had cords.
The most popular vibrator, the one that's on that all my exes have had, is you plug it into the wall.
Oh, the old neck massager.
You're talking about the wand.
The wand.
The wand, yeah.
Spring for it, ladies. Enjoy yourself.
So wait, I'm confused. Is this thing plugged in while you're using it?
Yes.
Yes, it's a wand. You've seen it.
It looks they sell it as a massager, like they're like get your neck and all these things, but it's actually
Well, you better have one of those
surge protectors.
Whatever those things. What are those called?
I thought the last time
power strips.
The things that pop up open.
I thought the last time what's her face was here, she had all of that would charge.
Everything's cordless. You turn it on
everything
your
is
computer.
cordless now. Are you serious? They have cords?
Well, sure. The old standby. It's really a back massager.
It is a back massager.
Yeah, right.
It really is.
But they claim it's.
The ladies love that thing, man. I'll tell you that one.
But if something goes wrong with that, if you're plugged into the wall.
What's going to go wrong with it?
I mean, it's just like using a hairdryer.
Yeah, how often do you have
Don't use it by the bathtub. Yeah.
It's UL approved.
Yeah.
Dad, it's just like using a hairdryer. You never use it.
I was going to say, I don't use a hairdryer. Well,
if you could use a hairdryer, would you, or would you be too scared because of everything that happens with hairdryers?
No, I don't have any use for a hairdryer. And even when I had hair, I didn't have use for a hairdryer. Take it the shower, shake it, and move on.
That's right.
We're talking about hair?
So this is you're telling me whatever this thing is, the Jackhammer 3000 is plugged in while you're using it?
Yeah.
That thing is. You've seen these things.
You've seen it. It's like
they're massage wands.
There's like a giant ball at the end of it, and then there's a handle.
Kind of looks like the CN Tower a little bit.
Yeah, it's like this big.
It's cooking too.
Fire in the hole. I thought they were all battery operated.
No.
Most of them are now.
Okay. All right.
But they're charged. You put them in a stand and they charge.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you put them in a stand.
If you have a sex emergency, if you ever have a sex emergency, you know what to do, don't you?
What do I do?
You call 6911. It's
it looks like that.
Sex police.
Tom, see how it has a plug and a.
Oh, okay. Oh, absolutely. I know.
You've seen those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
now I'm going to smack you because we were trying to explain it to you, and all you needed was a picture.
Of course.
But I thought it was charged, then you took it away from the charger and then
Not
used
that
it.
Many toys are like that.
There's versions of that are like that.
Yes, there are wireless ones.
Okay, so this lady was not
Cordless.
using it at the time. It just short-circuited and smelled like tuna casserole.
Yeah, but my contention is
tuna casserole. You're so old.
You're gonna make me make tuna casserole next
I
week.
I had it for dinner last night, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love tuna casserole.
I do, too.
Me too.
I'll
Do you
make
have a
it.
crispy layer on top?
Absolutely, you have to. Yes.
What do you
Potato
use to
chips.
get? What do you use to get the crispy layer?
I use saltines.
Potato chips.
All both incorrect.
What do you use?
Breadcrumbs.
What about the little onion? The
Like
fried onion?
panko?
Yeah, I use French's onion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
No.
that taints it.
That's for green bean casserole only.
Yeah, I
Right.
use saltines. I like a mixture of potato chips and saltines. I like both, yeah.
Boy.
Okay, give me the teaser, Christy.
We have a Rolex that was found in the bottom of a Florida creek.
That's mine.
We have a tahini on the roadway.
Those are mine.
We have
Tahini?
Tahini.
Like that delicious sauce they put on the Mediterranean food?
exactly right. We have bees. We have bald eagles. We have
And we have our time machine.
snakes. We have time machines.
With Pat Godwin, the time machine today. Pat, I've decided what I want to do. Since I just got back from Disney World, We had a news story about a guy that created for his grandkids a little miniature Disneyland in his backyard.
Sad.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, really, really.
Sad. What a great guy.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I thought we were going to Disney World. This sucks.
Grandpa's poor.
Bob Circus.
All right, fine.
Grandpa's a dick.
On that note, welcome back to the Bob and Tom program.
Hey,
Thanks
here
for
we
joining us. I want to talk to you real quick about HelloFresh. We've been talking about food and alphabet soup all afternoon. Wait a minute, all morning. And what does HelloFresh do? Well, they deliver the box to you inside the box. They've done the grocery shopping. They've got the recipe right there. You picked it, and they've done the measuring. So you take the box, you put it together, and you've got super high quality, restaurant quality food of your choice when you want it by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Willie, tell me more.
One of my favorites, the pork sausage and shingled potatoes with broccoli and balsamic glaze. Balsamic glaze, not a thing I usually cook with, but I can with HelloFresh. This is all cooked on one sheet pan, and you're done in just over a half hour. My secret, I like to take the sausage, take them outside to the grill, have a little grill day for the kid. And I do it all with my friends at HelloFresh.
Very nice. Thank you, Willie. Pre-portioned ingredients. That's right. They've done the shopping. And by the way, when I tell you how many options you have, more than 30 every week. Things like quick and easy meals, family-friendly meals. How about low-carb or low-cal? They've got them all. So you're going to be happy. Plus, with the HelloFresh app, you can change up your schedule very, very easily. Customize your meals. Even swap the proteins and the sides. So get it your way with HelloFresh. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. The code BTShow16 will get you 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Check it out once again. BTShow16. 16 free meals, 3 free gifts. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, we have a bunch of very interesting things in the news and a bunch of weird animals and our time machine with Pat Godwin. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Swear to God.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, say it to my face. And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Swear to God. Well, it's hard to spell it on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, oh, no, you didn't.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Tuesday, everybody. Maybe we'll get a 2 for Tuesday with the Ace Cosby joke of the day. You never know. That's why we ask you to tune in and listen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Keep it right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Jessica Hooker in today. Coming up on Wednesday, back in her regular spot, Allie Breen will be joining us with Sexy Time. And Jessica Alsman, also of the Bits and Pieces podcast, coming up on Wednesday. Wednesday as we look forward to the wrap-up of the week, if you will. But it's still just Tuesday, and we're still making our way through the Tuesday morning. And we're glad you joined us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Deshaun Watson's legal team takes on the NFL today in front of a retired judge to determine his immediate future with the Browns. Former U.S. District Judge Sue Robinson, who was jointly appointed by the league and the NFL Players Association, will hold a hearing to determine whether Watson violated the NFL's personal conduct policy and whether to impose discipline. Kyrie Irving has decided to exercise his $36.9 million option for the coming season and will stay under contract with the Brooklyn Nets. And WNBA star Brittany Griner appeared in a court near Moscow that ordered her trial on cannabis possession charges to start on Friday, about 4.5 months after she was arrested at an airport while returning to play for a Russian team. WNBA on the court last night. Phoenix and Las Vegas win. Major League Baseball, American League winners, Minnesota, Toronto, the Yankees, Texas, the Angels, and Baltimore. In the National League, your winners, Washington, St. Louis, and Colorado. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Regular hunting. They've tried to teach me, but I just ain't in my blood. My Uncle Sonny always told me, take the gun in my hand, close one eye, and squeeze. That don't work. I tried giving that same advice to Rhonda Jenkins in the backseat of her car after small engine repair class. But apparently it was that time of the month, so even she had a 7-day waiting period. Pretty awesome.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio all day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Coming this Thursday on ABC. He's the luckiest guy alive. It's Invisible Dave and his 2 stacked roommates.
What's wrong, Cindy? It's this darn brassiere. It keeps pinching.
Oh, yeah. Feeling fine.
Yeah, mine's pinching a bit, too. Let's just take them off. Okay.
Hello. He's living rent-free and getting an eyeful.
Cindy, what do you think of my new negligee? Do you think it fits? Oh, yeah, it looks great. What do you think of mine?
He's invisible and insatiable.
Gee, Cindy, this bed sure feels lumpy. Boy, that's uncomfortable.
Come to Papa. You know you want it.
Invisible Dave and his 2 stacked roommates. Followed by the fast-paced action of pro basketball with a moral twist. Meet Carl Goodman, Amish power forward.
We have worked together, my friends. We shared the ball with he who was open, and were blessed when 2 points were bestowed upon us. Now we must pray. Oh, merciful God above us.
It's Carl Goodman, Amish power forward, right after Invisible Dave and his 2 stacked roommates. Thursday on ABC.
Ye be thar.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
Well, that woke Chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing?
Hang on.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
She's here. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Got the giggles, man.
There he sure does. I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, I got to tell you what, after Ace's intervention into the show, we found out that the guy who has the world record for alphabetizing alphabet soup cheated by using Chef Boyardee. That wasn't soup.
And it wasn't that hard to do. He actually pours them out first, too, so he gets kind of a look before he starts.
Fraud.
Oh, man, I think I did pretty well considering.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I think I did great because I got to eat a bowl of that soup. Delicious. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But right now, we need a palate cleanser. Therefore...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You guys hear about the weather forecast for the hip hop festival?
No.
They're calling for a Lil Wayne.
Bad.
You know why I'm laughing? That's so fucking stupid.
Come on, chick. Things are going to get drizzy.
That's really cute.
Time now for something new. Here we go.
Time now for the Bob and Tom Show Wayback Machine.
I was at Disney World over the weekend, and I was reminded of this news story. A guy named Steve Dobbs of Fullerton, California.
No, it's Steve Jobs. He founded Apple.
Please pronounce Jobs. This is Mr. Dobbs.
Oh, okay.
He started Dobbs Land.
Not nearly as big as Apple.
I imagine Jobs Land, by the way, is a bus station in Metro St. Louis. Josh.
God.
No, he started Dobbs Land more than 10 years ago. He put together some pirate ships he made for his grandsons and dolls from his wife collection.
Sounds
something
fun.
called Tiny World.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
He could have saved all this money
How
and
about
taken
that?
his
Not only that, it
kids.
sounds crazy creepy now.
He's got a safari ride, a 2-part Star Wars-inspired attraction. It's great.
I don't know
Lifeless doll heads.
I'm looking it up.
I'm like, so am I.
Soullessly staring at his
He's
kid.
currently working on a miniature haunted mansion for his backyard.
Yeah, that's what he's going to kill the neighborhood pets right in there. Yeah.
Replacing the Nemo-inspired submarine ride.
Which is really what? You dunk the kid's head in the sink in the kitchen or something?
How can you look down? This is fun. It's a little private little Disneyland.
What would
to make it? By the way, to make it really realistic, he charges $14 for a Coke. There you go. I'm sorry. But Pat, you have a song about this guy?
It's a world of shrinkage in miniature within Grandpa's backyard perimeter. It's Disneyland confined inside the property line. It's a small world. It's a small world after all. The princess's castle's not that tall. A garden hose, a splash mountain's waterfall. It's a small world. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Oh, that's sweet.
This is ridiculous, Tommy.
What? Yeah, his little grandkids probably
Look at his
loved
little
it.
grandkid on that.
Okay.
Look,
There's a little girl in a princess suit having the time of her life.
Yeah, I bet they do love it.
Tom, you tell your two daughters, okay, we're not going to Disney World. We're going to a little place out back that I've designed for you.
You know what? This is for when they're not able to go to Disney World.
Yeah, they're
having fun.
It's called Tom World.
Don't you love it when you go to Disney World and some little girl walks by and she's got a little princess suit on? They're having the best time ever.
Yeah.
Where they see
It's a costume.
Yeah, a little princess suit.
He always says that.
A costume.
Like an outfit.
Like this. Yeah, she's got her
she's
Elsa
having
or
fun.
Anna, whoever that one is.
It's like a little dress.
And I'll tell you what, you got to hand it to those people, not to get too far behind the scenes, but inside those costumes have got to be toasting.
Ugh.
It's so hot.
Do
But
they have fans in there? Something?
I don't know. We were trying to figure that out yesterday.
Well,
But I know they keep them out there for very brief periods of time.
Yeah.
They have handlers. And
Josh
they
said
do a great job.
the rumor at Six Flags where he worked as Foghorn Leghorn, the rumor always was that, when you get to the big show at Disney World.
Fans in the heads.
Fans in the
And
heads.
vests made of ice packs.
Yeah.
All the rumors we got,
Now, but this miniature Disneyland this guy made is just fun, especially for little kids.
Sure. I'm mad because the one coaster, Tom, actually does say you have to be 185 pounds.
Maximum weight. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, none of us are
Oh my gosh, you have to lose 250 pounds?
Yeah, man.
This article is from just a couple years ago, Pat, and I wrote a letter to former President Jimmy Carter. And I asked him if he'd help this guy build a miniature Hall of Presidents. That's my favorite ride. Not really a ride. My favorite attraction.
Get on their shoulders.
Did you make the little girl suffer through that?
No, I took a picture in front of the Hall of Presidents, but I didn't make him go in. We were going to go get in line for Thunder Mountain for an hour. So, but I do love the Hall of Presidents. We've talked about this many times. Yeah. And the ancillary Hall of Vice Presidents, not as popular. But we're going to go back to Christy Lee at the news desk. Christy.
A dive team has recovered a Rolex watch from the bottom of a Florida creek. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office said its dive team was performing a monthly training exercise when they received a request from a citizen. An elderly gentleman pleaded for help to recover his $16,000 heirloom Rolex watch.
My timepiece.
That had fallen into 6 Mile Creek after its band broke. Within 20 minutes, divers were able to locate the watch and bring it back up to the surface. Despite having fallen to a depth of 20 feet, the watch was still ticking. It should
20
be.
feet, big deal.
Yeah, no joke.
Well, an old man can't get down there to get it.
No, but I mean...
A Rolex watch is supposed to be waterproof.
Remember the commercials where they would take a Timex watch and attach it to the propeller of an Evinrude?
Yeah.
And the guy'd go water skiing behind it. Then
Timex. This is a Rolex.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
I mean...
Wasn't that the slogan?
I used to love those commercials.
Yeah, wasn't it the guy from...
Loved him.
John Cameron Swayze,
Yes,
right?
Look forward to them. Mom, Dad, the John Cameron Swayze commercial's on.
Patrick Swayze's dad.
No,
Is that true?
I didn't know that.
No.
That's what I heard.
I heard it too.
Thank you, Chick.
Yeah.
The dumbest rumor we've ever started. Well, I'm glad that-
Actually, gentlemen, John Cameron Swayze was a renowned newsman that...
Yeah, that's what we'll get.
I don't know, maybe if you're an old man, you're going to walk the creek, get a $16 Casio, not wear your heirloom Rolex. Okay, well, I'm glad they found it for him.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought that was a different story when you started reading it.
What'd you think it was?
The one Chick sent me over the weekend.
Which one was that? The snake?
That a dead guy, probably? Chick's shaking his head.
Two of them.
Possibly.
Two dead guys found in some water?
Remember how I used to talk about
it's a comedy show.
When I started my radio career in a small town in Florida?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, in DeLand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird name for
everybody. Just shut up.
Somebody
got through this together.
They call it DeLand because it's near DC.
Yeah. That's weird.
It's about 30 miles. No, my newscaster was he was a diver for the police.
Oh, okay.
And he would go get the bodies of the guys that would dive in the caves that things would go wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought you sent me the article.
Yeah, that is why I sent you the article. That whole topic is fascinating.
Were they spelunking? What were they doing?
No, they were diving in a
in an unexplored cave, and they want to be the first one to find these openings. And sometimes they find them, and sometimes
sometimes it's oh well, this is closed all throughout, huh?
You got a really
this is a dead end.
Really good string. You pull on it, it starts coming back in.
No, you know what the response was? Did you hear the diver's response? What was it, Josh?
Blub, blub.
Oh, gosh.
He used to tell me when he'd find the bodies, they'd always have their arms up like this, and they'd be smiling.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah.
They say drowning is very euphoric.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Briefly.
Yeah, yeah.
You wonder if it's like birth, like when you're coming out
Kind of the
water,
opposite.
Exactly.
I meant the
Thank you.
water
You mean from a
experience.
conceptual standpoint. I couldn't agree more.
And then they took it a step further. They had the free divers down there, and these world champion free divers are dying because they have this sled that they go down as far
That
as
thing's nuts.
That
it's
is nuts.
And then you have to pull a release to get a bag to inflate down there, and then it shoots you. Well, the bag would malfunction, and they couldn't, and they tried to swim for the surface, and obviously it did not make it.
What did it sound like as they were
I
cursing?
thought we were doing a more...
Excuse me. When they were cursing, Pat, what did it sound like? On that note, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in your grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, we get emails here at the Bob and Tom Show. Lots of emails from our listeners giving us information that we may have missed. Junior windbagging us about information we perhaps misinterpreted, got wrong, etc. We always love to hear from our listeners, especially when they tell us how much they love us. And requests, you can always reach us with requests. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We always love to hear from you. If there's a comedian or a bit we've played in the past you'd like to share with a coworker or a best friend or maybe a lover, just let us know. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We like to help you out, especially in the love department. That's why we host Sexy Time. That's coming up on Wednesday with Allie Breen in the 9 o'clock hour. Don't miss it. Tuesday as we roll on with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Following in the steps of other celebs like Rihanna and Selena Gomez, Def Leppard is out with their own line of cosmetics. It teamed with the cosmetic company Rock and Roll Beauty for a line of eyeliners, eyeshadows, blushes, and lip glosses to mark the band's 45th anniversary. The line also includes candles, a cosmetic bag covered with Hysteria album cover, and a cosmetic bag shaped like a cassette labeled Love Bites. You can get them now at Ulta beauty stores. Mary Mara has died, the body of the veteran actor who was on TV shows including Ray Donovan, Dexter, and ER, was pulled from the New York State River near the Canadian border. Cause of death pending, but it appears Mara drowned while swimming. Her movie credits include Mr. Saturday Night and Prom Night. She was 61. And Tom Cruise has been shot down by Elvis, at least at the box office. After Sunday's totals were finally added up, Elvis edged out Top Gun Maverick for the top spot over the weekend. Here are the numbers. Elvis, $31.1 million. Top Gun, they brought in $29.6 million. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Dear Bob and Tom, you look it up. Stevie Wonder can see. These people are called Stevie Wonder truthers.
Okay.
This is absolutely a fact.
Yeah.
If you YouTube Shaq on the NBA Countdown, he tells the story of when he lived in the same building as Stevie. And Shaq said he was coming to the studio one day, and Stevie drove by him in the underground parking garage and shouted out the window, "Hey, Diesel," and drove right by me.
If you believe this, go to a psychiatrist or jump off a building now.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
We're in a gym today to find out what athletes need after they've had a big workout. Excuse me, sir?
Yeah.
You look pretty sweaty.
Yeah. I just jogged 5 miles. I did the weights, did some step aerobics. God, I'm dying.
What do you need after a big workout like that?
I could use a big glass of water.
Water?
Yeah.
You don't want water. You need something to replace your bodily fluids. Get you back on your feet again.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, what do you got?
Here, try this.
What is it?
Thirspiration Plus.
Thirspiration Plus, huh?
Replaces all your bodily fluids after a big workout.
All right, I'll try it. Jesus, what is that? Tastes like sweat.
It is sweat. Well, the little coloring. We added some carbonation, but
What are you trying to do to me?
Perspiration Plus replaces all your bodily fluids lost during a big workout. Perspiration Plus. Bodily sweat and icy cold jug.
Come here, you crazy son of a...
I borrow your shirt and your shorts for later.
You're sick.
Perspiration Plus. Lemon lime, tropical punch, or clear.
Can I borrow your shorts for later?
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here at Bob and Tom Hideaway.
It's an all-skate.
Yeah. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi.
Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
The power of the babe.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold over there.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm Chick McGee, and here's
Tom
Griswold.
You mentioned all skate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think young people know that Adult Swim was a thing? Like not just a Cartoon Network?
show?
Yeah.
I did not.
You didn't know that?
I did not.
Yeah, everybody would be swimming, and then they would announce Adult Swim,
Adult
and
Swim.
everybody, all the kids had to get out of it.
Yes, of
you must have
course.
not hung out at a public pool.
I didn't. We hung out at the country club.
Of
pool.
course.
Oh, well, then no, yeah.
Yeah, blame me for that. It's not this trick over here. How's that my problem?
Well, way to go, Willie.
But that is true. The public pools, they would.
Always.
I think it was more of a making the kids settle down a little bit for a minute and
Yes.
taking a break, too. But
I think it was because all the adults had to piss.
All those cocktails back in the day.
I don't want to walk all the way
Hey,
to
can we
the
get Adult
bathroom.
Swim going? I don't want to.
I just did what's it called? What's the river thing at the pool? At the
Lazy River?
At the hotel. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got the lazy river, and I always think of it as the river urine. Yellow river.
I still love the lazy river.
me too.
urine
They put a
Fridays.
lot of chlorine in
I
there.
had that was the highlight of my trip to Orlando. The lazy river had a this giant waterfall.
Oh, and land on your head?
And it's like Niagara Falls. My head still hurts.
Slowly,
God, it was
I'd
great.
You ever get the tube for two people and just the one person, and then you have the other tube and you put all your beer in there and
Oh,
you
there
have to
you
get
go.
out for a drink?
I do that on a real creek.
Yeah, man.
And you go down the,
Yeah.
That's a
tubing.
fun afternoon.
Yeah, that's fun.
Get a sunburn.
Lazy
We should do that.
You do a real
Do a
creek?
creek ride?
We
Get
should
out.
do a creek ride.
Yeah, Sugar
Whatever.
Creek.
Pick
Yeah,
the
it's fun.
leeches off your inner thighs.
There, I never had any leeches. Bottom out a few
That's
times.
part of the fun.
Good Lord, you don't go down into the creek, do you?
Oh,
Is there a
geez.
banana pepper between my cheeks, or what is it? It's a giant leech.
It's a gorgeous, fun time. You pack a little lunch. It's great.
Now, we are going to return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Your kids would love it, Tom. I'm
I know.
telling you.
I live on a creek. We're going to go down a canoe.
You can canoe down that thing?
Yep.
Huh.
A kayak, whatever you got.
Sure, sure.
Canoe.
All right.
Sure. You have someone take you in a truck, dump you up there, and you just
Yeah.
go. Shh.
Oh, no, you take them up to no. You take the trucks up to Aintree. And then
Aintree. You get that reference, Jess?
No, not at all.
Deliverance.
Oh, no, I've never watched that movie. Everything I've ever heard about it scares me to death.
Great movie.
Oh, it's
Are you
unsettling,
sure?
but it's very
Yeah.
good.
It's about the plot line involves they're damming up a river, so these guys want to go down this river before it gets ruined.
Okay.
And so
Like one last trip? Like,
yeah, and so they have someone drop them off
right.
in Aintree.
Yeah.
And then so when they get done, they'll have their cars there.
Kind of a cautionary tale about messing, maybe where you shouldn't be messing.
I was going to say, so where does the sodomy come in?
Almost disturbingly early.
About
Okay.
page 7 of the script there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I had read the book, but the movie really nails it.
Same here. It's one of the rare cases where the
really?
movie is probably maybe a little better than the book, and that's not to take away from The great James Dickey. Who,
you nerd.
James Dickey.
Really more of a poet, I think, was really
James Dickey also
and not exactly Father of the Year if you read his songs.
Well, and then he, of course, invented the faux turturtleneck. He never gets the credit.
Which made him more money than his books.
Absolutely. Far more money than his books. It still makes money today, believe it or not.
It's a thriving business,
And you get the Deliverance Dickey, and it zips in the back.
That's exactly right.
Okay, back to you.
You want the confinement of a turtleneck sweater, but not the warmth of the entire thing? Get a Dickey. Yeah.
A truck spilled approximately 150 gallons of tahini oil onto a roadway in New Jersey. Tahini oil is a condiment made from crushed sesame seeds. The Newton Fire Department said crews responded to, quote, a truck leaking tahini sesame oil. Firefighters assisted police and hazmat crews to contain the spill, keep the oil from a storm drain until a cleaning crew arrived. The efforts took several hours.
It's one of those things you don't know the name of it, but you've probably eaten it a bunch.
Yeah, if you eat Mediterranean food, you have.
I mean, if you eat hummus.
Yeah, exactly. It's mixed in with the chickpeas and hummus.
I love hummus.
Pat, you working on something in there? What's going on?
Yeah, Christy inspired this.
Oh, great.
I was afraid to drive onto the highway. A vehicle was turning too fast. There was a Middle Eastern foods truck coming my way, and I could tell it was going to crash. 2, 3, 4. Tell the people what you saw. It was not an itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny amount of Lebanese tahini. That I saw on the highway today. It was lots of sauce you put on gyros. Imagine your loss. Yes, many heroes. So in my car, I wanted to stay.
Yay!
Lost it at the end there.
Whenever they bring the bottle of tahini to the table, I always do the same thing. I go, open sesame.
Is that right?
They bring it to the table like fresh grated pepper.
Yeah, that's
And
absolutely.
then you just laugh like that, don't you?
I do that whenever I walk into a store with automatic doors.
Occasionally, I'll do the Moses with my hands.
Right.
You do.
God, you're something.
I have a buddy. We'll do the Darth Vader like choking you from across the room, like these kind of. Wow,
Oh, yeah.
You got to play ball with me here, Arnold. You got to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of fun. Do it in front of the kids. They get scared.
An Oklahoma man has been arrested after he was found hiding from authorities in cow manure.
Oklahoma.
According to
Wait a
Nowata
minute.
County.
Slow down. What happened?
Repract.
A man was arrested after he was found hiding from authorities in cow manure.
Right.
According to Nowata County Sheriff's deputies, officers admitted to stopping a driver by the name of Wolf Berry for not wearing a seatbelt.
More like Dingleberry if they arrested him in cow manure.
A 23-year-old drove away, leading deputies in pursuit before he crashed the vehicle and fled on foot. Man, why wouldn't you just take the seatbelt ticket, dude? He was later found hiding in cow manure. Apparently stolen property, though, was discovered in the suspect's truck, along with a firearm. Oh,
That's why he didn't.
that's
There you
why
go.
he didn't. Now he's also being charged with eluding police, running a roadblock, and possession of stolen property over $1,000, and of course the firearm too. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm looking at the mug shot.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is the after they clean up.
Oh, okay. After the cleanup.
His last name is Berry.
Yes, Wolf Berry.
What city was this in?
This was in Oklahoma, didn't I say that?
So that's near Missouri. He could be related to Chuck Berry, judging how much place he chose to hide.
Aw.
Where do you have enough cow manure to hide in?
Pastures.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a...
They pile it up. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. Like you got to clean
Yeah,
it
it's-
up. They
it's
throw it in a pile.
pasteurized.
Yeah.
It's pasteurized.
Wait a minute.
It's
They
way
clean up
past-
cow patties in a cow pasture?
Sometimes they do. I know they do it at the pig farms. There's so much that there's
Is that why they put them in the ponds?
It's got to go into somewhere, right?
So, I mean, I'm not trying...
Ugh, I had no idea.
Was the idea here to throw the dogs off the scent?
I would think probably.
Is that what he was trying to do, maybe?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I hope you're high in your own stuff if you're diving into a pile of any kind of manure. Uh-oh. We got more?
I have a strange story to tell you. You may think that I'm setting up a bit. A man was being chased by the police.
Yeah?
And hid in a big pile of cow manure. His eyes must be sore. He could shower every day and still smell like wild boar.
Wait a minute.
Sewer was right there.
What was the? Here's do it from the beginning. I missed the whole
kind of
thing.
when
Try to-
I have a strange story to tell you. You may think that I'm setting up a bit. Oh, a man was being chased by the police and hid in a big pile of cow manure. He must smell like a sewer. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're done.
Finish. I
We're
lost
done.
it.
Just winging the darn.
So the message of this story is
Don't hide in cow manure
no, wear a seatbelt.
and wear your seatbelt. That's exactly right.
That's what
Don't
you got
steal
pulled over.
things. And
Yeah, well, especially
Who doesn't wear a seatbelt these
especially
days?
while you're
I know a
actively
lot of
committing
people
a
that don't.
crime. You gotta don't commit crimes twice in a row, you guys.
Not back to back.
You don't break the law twice.
Isn't there a famous book out there that people don't, or the law enforcement don't want you to read it because it's, or maybe this is one of my conspiracy theories. If you rob a bank one time, the odds of getting away with it are crazy high. Almost like 90% or something. Yeah.
I've gotten away with it twice. I mean,
or that could be something I just made up.
Okay,
I don't know.
right now, it's time to talk about, speaking of banks, about saving you some serious cash with something called GoodRx. GoodRx is a free app. What it's all about is doing some comparison shopping for you and saving quite literally enormous amounts of money on certain prescriptions.
You could say saving bank. That's cool.
Yeah, I have all these letters right here in front of me. You can see them if you're looking. And here's one. This comes to us from Ryan. My wife had to get a refill of one of her prescriptions recently. This sounds fake, but it's absolutely true. She was looking at a bill for over $600 for a 30-day supply. I got GoodRx. The total ended up being $21 for a 90-day supply. I don't understand how everyone doesn't get GoodRx.
I don't either, Tom, because it's absolutely free, and we could probably save you up to 80%. That's exactly right. GoodRx compare prices at pharmacies in your neighborhood. You may not realize it, but prescription prices can vary from one pharmacy to the next, sometimes by as much as $100. But with GoodRx, you'll have the information you need to find the lowest price. In fact, GoodRx has saved consumers $40 billion to date. They can help you save money, too. It's simple and it's smart. Start saving on your prescriptions. Check out GoodRx. Go to GoodRx.com/Tom. That's GoodRx.com/Tom.
GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used in place of insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. In 2021, GoodRx users saved up to 80% on retail prescription prices.
Thank you very much, Josh. When we come back, we have, if I'm looking at this correctly, is this a nudity?
What? A nudity? I want to see a nudity.
Oh, not a nudity.
A nudity.
Willie, did you hear? He's seen a nudity.
We're all seeing nudity.
I'm retiring. I've got a nudity. A 40169. Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, for everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. That's our website, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy to find, bobandtom.com. We've got all the latest highlights, news, information, videos you can click on. There's Pat Godwin singing one of his songs in the performance room. There's Ace Cosby telling a joke of the day. Hey, look, there's the Bob and Tom Show puppets and Smack Tom. If you haven't seen that, do yourself a favor. Treat yourself, won't you? The puppets smacking Tom around. It's worth the visual, and it's a lot of fun. It's great for the kids, too. bobandtom.com for all the latest news, information, and, of course, much, much more. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The Supreme Court says a high school football coach who knelt and prayed on the field after games is protected by the Constitution. The court ruled 6-3 for the coach, with the court's conservative justices in the majority, the liberals in dissent. The justices in the majority emphasized the coach's prayer happened after the game was over. The liberal justices in the minority said there was evidence the coach's prayer at the 50-yard line had a coercive effect and let him incorporate his personal religious beliefs into a school event. Again, that was overturned. The skies over a scattering of western U.S. cities will stay dark for the third consecutive 4th of July as some big fireworks displays canceled again, this time for the pandemic-related supply chain or staffing problems, fire concerns amid dry weather, the main thing. City of Phoenix cited supply chain issues in canceling its 3 major Independence Day fireworks shows this year. The Northern Arizona city of Flagstaff replacing fireworks with a laser light show. Some cities in California and Colorado also nixing the once traditional fireworks shows for their July 4th celebrations. Again, it's been very dry out west, especially in New Mexico. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say?
From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell.
We can tell.
I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy. It's Julie.
Can Timmy? Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand in the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay, great.
Go ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I just hear that if Tom stayed in Dolly Parton's RV, he would lick the bathtub for 3 hours.
Well, you want to get all of it.
It's a lot of money. Don't want to miss a spot.
I have a follow-up, he says.
All right.
Can someone define for me what Tom's version of a gentleman is?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
They both make a living in their bare feet. Catching one is like a treat, and they both hang out right there by the shell. They both walk slow with a simple pace, both afraid to show their face, but only one has a built-in place to hide. Turtles and whores, turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores. They both advertise a little tail, move so much and never get mail. They both go by the same nickname, Snapper. Daddy never told about the birds and bees, but always talked about both these and made it clear only one was fit to eat. Turtles and whores.
Yeah.
Turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores.
Turtles and whores.
Now, if you catch one, here's some advice. One is dirty and the other ain't nice. So be polite and always walk up from behind. Make small talk, never let them see fear. Don't work alone, just bait or beer. And when you're done, just drop them by the river. Turtles and whores.
Everybody.
Turtles and whores. I've caught both while fishing. I'm always on a mission. And they both hate the kitchen. Turtles and whores.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
And there's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Oh, hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold, the sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
She made delicious alphabet goulash, soup, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Meatballs. There's my man, Ace Cosby.
I hope I can try it later.
Maybe
Why couldn't you try it?
I forbade.
He banned me.
Yeah, because he was running this track. Remember? There's Willie Griswold.
Morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We were talking about the movie Deliverance,
Mm-hmm.
and because you've never seen it,
I have not watched it, no.
it's a great movie. And there's a famous scene in which there's a country kid who's a virtuoso banjo player. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we all know.
Dueling banjos, yeah.
Yeah, and that kid isn't actually playing the banjo. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, they hired him for the look that they wanted.
Okay.
And boy, did they get it.
I guess.
And the look is, let's just say,
terrifying.
it's kind of an inbred.
Kind of.
Gotcha.
But it's I understand, apparently there was a guy behind him in a special, the way they filmed it, there was a guy actually playing it.
Oh, okay.
But over his shoulder.
Is it actually Ronnie Cox playing the guitar?
I think it is.
I think it may be.
Cool.
But this guy now that played, his name is, I think it's Billy Redden, that played the inbred kid.
Yeah.
He apparently now appears at various Comic Cons and that sort of thing.
Oh, what does he look like now? I wonder.
Well, you know what?
An
Good
older,
for him.
an older version of.
Billy Redden?
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, he doesn't look, I mean, spectacularly unappealing.
Has he done,
I gotta see him.
Has he done anything else?
Here he is.
Not a bad looking guy. I mean, you know, it's not.
Yeah.
He's
Let
not.
me- can I see?
He's not like a creature or anything. He's
Oh, okay.
Right. You wouldn't go, oh, he's an inbred person.
Like born without top teeth.
An inbredian.
Look.
Or
Yeah.
whatever.
okay, but you really should see Deliverance.
You know who
Okay.
that looks like?
Yep.
Our Aunt Esther.
You're
Remember her?
exactly right.
That's what I was thinking.
We would often make money. She would sell autographs.
That's right.
She wrote "Inbred Kid."
But Aunt Esther didn't have no teeth.
Thanks for watching Deliverance.
Very popular.
Well, she'd take her teeth out to make the parents look more real.
Or $10 on a Saturday night.
I will not have you besmirch Aunt Esther.
Easy.
Oh, that's a big word for you.
I learned it.
Whole lot of mendacity around here.
Show off your book learning. I don't give a damn.
Okay, I'm sorry, Christy. Back to you. What's happening at the news desk?
A Canadian woman saved her pet goose from a bald eagle attack, all while breastfeeding her baby.
That's a lot going on there.
Yeah, there is. Miss Kate Oakley was breastfeeding her 4-month-old daughter, Willow, when she heard her goose, Frankie, in distress and saw an eagle circling her beloved pet.
Oh.
Though wearing only her underwear, with
Wait a
Willow
minute.
still at her breast.
Is that right?
Wait a
What?
minute. The daughter's name's Willow.
Yes.
They have a goose for a pet.
Named Frankie.
She lives in Canada. She's
Really?
breastfeeding. She's smoking at the same time.
She's in her
Well, she's not
underwear.
smoking,
Only her underwear.
Tom. She's
What a bunch of hippies.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute.
only wearing her underwear, with Willow still at her breast. Oakley rushed outside, successfully chased the eagle away. The encounter was captured on the family's doorbell camera and posted onto Frankie's TikTok account, where
Frankie
it went
has a
viral.
TikTok account.
Of course, it's a goose.
Frankie
The
the goose.
29-year-old mother of 3 told Today parents, quote, "It was just a split-second reaction. It feels like an accomplishment, I suppose, but for me, this was a day in the life."
Okay, this is amazing. The story doesn't do it itself justice. She is topless, but this eagle has her goose.
Oh, it actually has it?
Yes, absolutely. And it's taking off with it. By the way, she lives in a really nice place.
I see.
This is but she's got a ponytail, and she's wearing what look like men's underpants.
Men's?
Like boxer briefs.
Oh,
Yeah, and she's running off the
There she
beautiful,
is.
beautiful stone porch,
I see.
and holding the baby to her boob the whole time.
What is she? How old is she? She has silver hair.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's colored that way.
Huh.
that's a new thing, right?
Yes.
To look like a geriatric?
Yes. No, women who have a little bit of gray or like bring more gray. It's a look.
They lean into it?
Yeah.
Maybe she just wants to match the front of your beard, Josh. Maybe she just wants to kind of get that same distinguished look you have going on.
Well, this is,
Is that,
I don't know
happening,
about that.
is that happening in your pubic area?
No, I haven't found a gray hair down there.
You
If
look-
I get them in my
you look
nose.
But you don't have hair down there, do you?
Well, I trim it.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Do you keep your pubic trimmings though, don't you?
I do. Yes. Yeah. I've
jar.
got a. Well, I mean, it's been years, a decade since I started doing that. So I've got a big tub.
Are you looking for like some sort of Coinstar equivalent to go to cash those in at?
A pube star.
OnlyFans? Yeah.
I had a kind of a scary thing happen yesterday when I left work in
That's
my
cool.
little
Christy,
baby
what else
car.
is in the news?
The Canada goose were crossing the street.
I'm telling you.
And the gang, and they came, and the goose's head is at my door, like at the window.
Oh, yeah.
And he like came up to my car.
Christy got her ass kicked by a goose.
I couldn't go anywhere because there were goose in front, and he was like looking at me like, "What do you think you're doing?" Yeah. And I'm like,
You ever
I'm
get goose
sitting
in the
here
back?
waiting.
They're so threatening.
They are
Did
threatening.
you look at him and say, ass, gas, or grass?
That's the way they do it. They come up in gangs like that.
I hate them.
And you know me. I'm like, "Hi, Mr. Goose."
I know, I love them. Those geese
really
make me laugh.
No, I
so
hate
hard.
I'm really being
They leave
nice. I don't want to run
fecal
over your
material
family.
that truck drivers would envy. And
How do they contribute to the ecosystem? I want to know.
They do. Everything contributes.
they've quintupled in population. It's time to start.
Remember my
cutting their heads
rule.
off.
I don't speed up. I don't slow down.
Well, the guy behind me didn't slow down. I can tell you that.
Good
He whipped
for
around
him.
me on the left-hand side.
Picked off a few of them. Okay, let's move forward. So this lady,
He didn't hit anybody, but still.
she has a pet goose. This bald eagle flies in, grabs her goose.
She runs out.
She runs out holding a baby, topless, while breastfeeding. It's amazing.
Well, it's kind of trashy.
This house looks very, very nice.
She lives.
I don't know. All I see is a porch.
What makes it trashy?
It's got a.
She has a pet goose. She's virtually naked, feeding her child.
What's she supposed to do?
She's inside.
She's got gray hair, and she's only like 30-something. But I mean, she has purposefully gray hair.
Pat, do you have a?
Wait a minute. You know
She
what?
could be an older mom, you guys. It happens.
I didn't believe it until he said the gray hair thing. It is trashy, Josh. You're right.
Yes.
Oh my God, he does drag that goose.
Pat, what do you have?
Ode to Frankie the Goose.
Yeah.
It was the third week of June, another crispy Canadian day. I was taking a shower and my wife was breastfeeding our baby. All of a sudden, there's a squawking in the yard. Oh, could it be the hens? I yelled down to my wife, honey, please will you check the pens? And then she said, oh no, I think there's a bird of prey. And our Frankie, oh, he got loose. That's when a breastfeeding mama three-bit an eagle off of her pet goose. That's right. Oh, the Frankie the Goose.
Congratulations on that rhyme. That was very, very nice. This bird, this eagle, just comes out of nowhere.
How big bald eagles really are.
I know. It picked up a whole goose.
Oh yeah.
It was dragging the goose away,
Dragging
and
the
then
goose
she
down the
runs out
driveway.
and
Yeah.
screams at him.
So the goose is fine?
Yeah, apparently.
Huh.
It's not cooked.
No, goose wasn't cooked.
Okay, your
Raw
goose is
goose.
cooked. Back to you,
A
Christy.
woman in Pennsylvania was caught not wearing any pants recently. According to a court filing, authorities received multiple 911 calls
Garbage humor.
about a half-naked woman walking in the middle of the road in Lansdale Borough.
There you go.
Responding officers located the 35-year-old who said that they said was naked from the waist down.
So it's like a reverse mermaid.
Yeah. When an officer asked the woman,
You want them?
where are your pants? She gave various reasons for why she was not
Mind your
wearing
business.
pants, including...
What are you looking at? Why don't you go arrest some real criminals?
That's not what she said. She said snakes had eaten them.
Snakes
Yeah.
had eaten my pants.
That's a good excuse.
She also said she'd taken them off and put them down a storm drain.
Well, which is it?
The woman who police said was showing signs of drug use, of course. Arrested on charges of indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and public drunkenness.
You know who I think I was? Aunt Esther.
I think so. She was always a wacky bitch.
Always.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the amount of times they called us for bail.
Yeah, she used to do a trick. She did. Yep, she'd. Yep, she'd go.
Oh, God.
She
Wait a minute, is this Daddy? Is that him?
Daddy's telling us, let give him a chance.
Go ahead. You tell him a tale, Daddy.
You take a snake and stuff her down her undies, and she'd go up to someone. You want to see my asp? Then
She sure would.
And then she'd whip him down and show him that asp snake. You know, that's what killed Cleopatra.
Daddy ain't wrong.
Boy, Daddy tells a story, don't he?
He spins a yarn.
Way to tell him, Daddy.
Yeah, that's luck at them steaks don't like clams, sugar.
He's right.
You know, he don't talk much. When he does, it's worth it.
That's right.
Oh, man.
What kind of lunatic?
Yeah.
Snakes ate my pants.
I do think that when she said it, she thought she had something good, right?
Probably.
She needed an excuse, and in the back of her head, she might go, this one could be a good one. The old snakes ate my pants.
We've been that drunk that we've had this idea that seemed like such a great idea.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You think you can get out of it?
Yeah, like I thought we should. Yeah, there's that. One time I thought it would be a good idea for TV consoles to have a sock drawer so I wouldn't have to go upstairs and get socks.
While you watch TV?
Yes, I was like, this is a genius idea. We need to market this. Yeah. Not so much.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if my laptop had a sock attached to it.
Oh, I thought you were a T-shirt guy.
For me to finish it.
Oh, that's
what you were a T-shirt guy.
I am, but sometimes for jokes, you change things a little bit. My God.
Why don't you just... maybe you should...
My God, woman.
Do you have one of those shower squeegees?
I do.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking
if
about.
You have if one of the walls to your shower
How
is
long
made
does
of
it
glass.
take you to shower? Like 40, 55 minutes?
In the morning?
You don't squeegee your shower when you're done?
I have a shower curtain.
Oh.
Every now and then I'll spray it down with some Tilex, but I don't.
But you also squeegee that part, not just the mirror,
the
window.
You have a curtain.
I squeegee the...
Yes, I have a curtain. I'm less. Yeah.
No.
No. I saw that looking down. You were literally looking down.
Is your shower curtain, is it the Typhoid Mary line?
Here we go.
That's right. It's loaded with
the fecal material and everything every time you flush.
Fecal material?
Oh, yeah. You ever seen that film of they flush a toilet and everything just emerges from it?
Just an atom bomb.
Why don't you close the lid?
You close it. Yeah, you close the
That's
lid.
what they say you're supposed to do. Yeah.
Before I flush every time.
Every time you close the lid.
You know
you
what?
Do that? Yes.
I bet you leave it open so you look down. Look at what I did.
No, in fact,
did you go bye poopies?
Like here, what I do is I flush and leave. I try to flush and then run out of the room, so I'm not in there. No, my point is, they make these squeegees for your shower. If you've got one glass.
Yes, we know. I know what it is.
I'm saying it'd be funny for Josh to have one mounted right next to his laptop.
I don't have to. I have a windshield wiper installed on it.
You're a laptop guy? You're not a phone guy? You're doing the laptop?
Don't let the... Oh, you want to get real for a second?
Yeah, what do you do?
Let's hear it.
Wait, do you use your old phone maybe, and it's just for the old PORN?
I'm a 35mm guy.
Really?
Old
school.
You're a vintage weirdo.
Go down to my basement.
So you use your phone, and then you have the nerve to call your mom on it?
During it. I've had my mom call me while I'm watching a porno scene.
No.
Yeah.
Do you do some kind of weird split screen?
Yes, I FaceTime my mother.
Hey, Mom, you're missing Beaver Cavalcade.
Beaver Cavalcade.
Josh, why is the phone so shaky? Are you running? I know you're not running.
I know you're not.
It looks kind of gauzy.
It's cloudy now. Mom, I'm going to have to call you. Actually, I can talk.
Could we hear your goose song again?
Sure.
This is so silly. I want to hear it again. And it's an ode, as in the ode to Billy Joe. Once again, the story of this lady in Canada is breastfeeding her kid.
Sees a bald eagle come after a pet goose.
And come grab her pet goose. And it didn't make sense till I saw the video. This is really happening.
And the doorbell camera caught it all.
How incredibly Canadian.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing missing from that story is Anne Murray, for God's sake.
Could be her daughter. We don't know.
Go ahead, Pat. Sorry.
It was the 3rd week of June, another crispy Canadian day. Hey. I was taking a shower, and my wife was breastfeeding our baby. Babe, all of a sudden, as a squawking in the yard, could it be the hens? I yelled down to my wife, honey, please will you check the pens? And she said, oh no, there's a bird of prey and a Frankie, oh, got loose. That's when a breastfeeding mama 3 beat an eagle off of her pet goose. That's when a breastfeeding mama 3 beat an eagle off of her pet goose.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank you, Pat.
Who does that song?
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe?
Yes.
Bobby Gentry.
I really like it.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Great.
It's really pretty. And I have the movie recorded on my DVR. I haven't watched it yet.
Robbie Benson?
There's a surprise twist.
The song's better than the movie, certainly. We were talking about the movie Deliverance, which is kind of of the same ilk. Right? And in the movie, Ned Beatty If you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to give anything away, but Ned Beatty is the one who would be considered
Takes
to be the victim. Yeah.
He does take it.
Here's a tribute from Steve Goody about the casting of Mr. Beatty in that role.
Emotional scars. I guess he didn't read the script too far. Ned Beatty had the hardest part. Well, I wonder what kind of parts Ned turned down. Oh, I wonder how desperate he was. 'Cause I've heard it's pretty tough in Hollywood, but I would never let them tie me to a tree. Screaming and holding up my BBDs, waiting for Bert to come and rescue me, saying, hey, Bert, hey, yay, Ned Beatty had the hardest part. If you got a pretty mouth, you can be a big star. I bet the next day his agent got fired. Ned Beatty had the hardest part.
Steve Goody, a little tribute to Ned Beatty in the great movie Deliverance. Thank you very much for asking. Right now, coming up, we have a little bit of knowledge we'll be passing your way. But first, I want to pass along this great idea, HelloFresh. What is HelloFresh? Well, let's see. They do the grocery shopping. Then they do the measuring. Then they do the planning. They send you the box, you put it together. It could be one of those quick and easy meals. It could be something maybe family friendly, something low carb, something low cal, or something ultra delicious, comfort food, whatever you're into. They've got it. More than 30 recipes available every week. So and it's also, by the way, with the app, super easy to skip weeks. If you're going on vacation, you want to, any kind of change you want to do is very, very easy. They've really got that down. That part is so easy to do. But the other part that's easy to do is put together these great recipes. Willie, what's the latest over there?
So this is one of my favorites, the saucy pork burrito bowls with cilantro, citrus rice, charred poblano, salsa fresca, and smoky crema. HelloFresh is going to send you 9 ingredients. One of those is ground pork, but if you want, you can swipe it out for ground turkey with the Hello Custom feature. You put those together in 6 easy steps, and you have this delicious burrito bowl from our friends at HelloFresh.
HelloFresh, give it a shot. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Why the BT Show 16? Well, it's 16 free meals and 3 free gifts, so it's pretty simple. BT Show 16 is the code. 16 free meals, 3 free gifts. Check it out. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. The food is great. I was mentioning how I got all these letters about. Here's one right here. Dear Bob and Tom, this is from Jeffrey. My wife cooks burgers in the stove. They made them last night. They were from HelloFresh. They were cheddar barbecue burgers with sautéed barbecued onions on top. One word answer: delicious. There you go. They do the shopping. You do the eating and enjoying. It's restaurant quality food. Your kids will clean the plate, and that, my friends, is tough. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. Coming up, the educational part of our show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
We learn a lot during the course of a show, and today, no exception. We'll be back with a look at things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today, and a slight look at history on this June 28th with Professor Thomas Griswold III. Right there, coming up next on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. An Amtrak passenger train traveling from Los Angeles to Chicago struck a dump truck yesterday in a remote area of Missouri, killing 3, injuring dozens more. Cars tumbled off the tracks, landed on their sides after the impact. The train involved was Amtrak Southwest Chief, which was carrying 207 passengers and crew when the collision took place on a gravel road with no lights or electronic controls. A man acquitted of reason of insanity of murder in the 2013 stabbing death of his father in Austin, Texas, has escaped from a state hospital to which he was committed. Authorities at the North State Hospital in Vernon told police 29-year-old Alexander Scott Irvin was missing yesterday morning. They took a look at the security video, shows Irvin left his room Sunday night, scaled the hospital's 8-foot fence before heading north on foot. He is considered armed and dangerous. And most bacteria are microscopic, but there's one so big it can actually be seen with the naked eye. Scientists discovered the world's largest bacterium. It came from a Caribbean mangrove swamp, about 1/3 of an inch long, making it the largest bacterium known to date. Researchers who found the bacterium aren't sure why this one is so big. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Row at Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Good morning to you. If sports is your thing, then you need to order Magic Johnson Sportscasting my way. You'll learn to butcher grammar like it's a dead cow.
Sometimes Charles do things and he does them for himself. See, what the fans should understand here is that Phoenix don't like to really set up half court.
Magic's Insights will teach you how to lose your train of thought in the middle of a sentence.
You know, he's amazing. Every time he does something crazy or something.
Nobody can abruptly switch to a completely different thought like the Magic Man.
He's one of the best. If he get his feet set, hey, look out. And then also, he's having a good game. He had a good first game.
Contradictory thoughts in the same sentence? Like magic.
Kevin stumbled because his leg gave out on him in a sense. And so it's not 100% that leg, but he's doing, he's playing really well. He's not like he's favoring it at all.
Magic. The Wrangler.
Dan Marley is continually continually to help offer Byron Scott.
To get Magic Johnson sportscasting my way, call 1-800.
Oh, get it out of here.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm wrong. I don't know.
Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Admiring Willie in his shawl.
It's freezing in here.
It's worse in here.
I feel like that Persian woman on the cover of National Geographic, you know?
Oh, yeah.
There's
Beautiful green eyes.
Jess Hooker. She's here.
Hi.
Another successful visit. She made us
soup.
Alphabet soup. Yeah, with all sorts of wonderful things in it. There's Ace Cosby at the track phone hotline hot phone.
What are you, drunk?
It's a long story, Tom. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
And I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Willie be, let's see, what is today? Monday?
Willie beware.
That's a Thursday evening. You'll be hosting at Helium.
Yeah, upstairs.
Okay, now we also have Patty G. Listen to this coming up July 20th through the 24th. McCurdy's Comedy Theater in Sarasota, Florida. Of course, the famous McCurdy Award in sales.
Sure.
He's been so successful. He has his own comedy club in Sarasota. That'll be great. And then I'm noticing that Josh, coming up in July, a whole bunch of dates. The Funny Bone in Des Moines with Mr. Jeff Oskey. That's the 22nd and the 23rd. And then the 16th and 17th, he'll be in Liberty Heights, Ohio, at the Funny Bone there. Then the famous Funny Bone in Toledo coming up October 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
The return. Perhaps.
Should we all go?
Sure.
Let's
This
all
will be
go.
my second time back. So,
when
third time total. But what?
I'm out of town.
Okay.
The first time did not go.
Right.
Okay. But time now to move forward with today's show.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom. Tom,
What day's today?
go right ahead.
28.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, this is important.
All right.
The final draft of the Declaration of Independence was submitted to the Continental Congress on this date.
That seems like a big
Who
thing.
was the proofreader?
Why? What's misspelled?
Well, I don't know.
That's a
Had
good
to have a
question.
proofreader, don't you think?
Probably Benny.
Betsy Ross.
Little editor? Yeah, probably a woman. You're right, Jess. Didn't get written in.
Now, I never thought about. I mean, whose penmanship was that?
I don't know.
It was, I know this.
John Hancock.
No,
No,
Hancock wrote the big signature.
It wasn't the person that, it was a calligrapher. It's a person whose name isn't on there. I learned this in the movie National Treasure.
Betsy Ross.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't Betsy
Betsy
Ross.
Ross.
Betsy Ross. Beautiful hand.
Okay, here we
She
go.
was
Here's
making the
another one.
flag, signing stuff.
Okay, Ace, this is for you.
He was busy.
1914, the Archduke of Austria and his wife Sophie were assassinated in Sarajevo.
Why aren't you saying the Archduke's name?
Because I want to know if Ace knows the band. There is a more or less contemporary musical outfit that
Down,
uses...
down, da do do do. Down, down, da do do do.
Willie?
It's Franz Ferdinand.
Franz Ferdinand.
Well, I knew it was Ferdinand, but I didn't know.
I thought Dukes of Hazzard.
Take Me Out.
I'm a fan. That whole album's good.
Great record.
Chelsea Smiles, real good. And,
odd thing to name your band after, because of course that was the beginning of what was now called World War I.
Yeah.
That'd be like naming your band Lee Oswald.
Well, he didn't start a war. He just took care of a problem.
And how?
I guess it would be more like naming.
These
your
Irish
band.
don't want to pay us back.
It'd be more like naming your band John Kennedy, because the victim. Yeah, I'm sorry I brought that up.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things about World War I, it was so great they had to have it did so well at the box office they made a sequel. Okay.
You know what? I believe it'll be a trilogy very soon.
The studio keeps trying, don't they? They're really trying.
Okay, let me try this one on you, Jess. 1997, Mike Tyson bites the ear of
Evander Holyfield.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And that'll teach Evander Holyfield to sweat buffalo sauce, I guess. How about this one?
Hey, Jacob Shallis, by the way, is the man who engrossed, is the engrosser or penman of the Constitution.
Okay.
Jacob Shallis.
2003, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl premiered.
No, the first one was the best one.
That was the
No,
first
the
one.
Black Pearl's a good one, too.
Black Pearl's the first one.
Is Black Pearl the first one?
Yes.
This is
That's the good one.
It's 2003. In fact, when this came out, Amber Heard was pooping her own bed. She was so young.
I still say the first one is the best one.
It sure is.
The first one's called The Legends of the Pirates' Revenge, right?
Legends of the Pirates' Revenge?
Somebody did not say Black Pearl and piss you off.
You believe in nightmares? Because you're in one. That's a good... okay, time now for things we learned. Here Come the Mummies are on tour. We talked about that this morning because we opened with pants. Tom opened his pants this morning.
He sure did open his pants.
He did? What's that?
He said, take a look at this, everybody.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't in here
I
for
said,
that.
Tom.
Tom does not believe in dryer sheets. We touched on that again today. He uses some sort of weird ball that evidently...
They're like tennis.
It's a wool dryer ball.
They are awful.
I use them too.
They don't work, Jess. I'll fight you to the end.
No, your clothes come out all greasy
My
like you
dogs
doused
play with
them in
them now.
wishbone Italian dressing.
Awful.
Jimmy is still at summer camp. Pat got... it's Pat's son. He got some sort of communication last night. Said Jimmy was okay, but there's no...
You could get hurt today.
Yeah.
Many ways to get hurt at camp.
Stevie Wonder evidently can see. That's our official...
False.
That's our official.
Idiot, if you believe that.
Willie Griswold uses dry shampoo. Christy drove her toy car here again
I did.
today.
You guys going to get in it and we'll take a picture?
And Grand Tetons mean large boobies.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Did anybody just initial the Constitution because they were kind of in a hurry?
No.
You know, if you'd been there,
Hamilton wrote the
you would have just wrote Tom.
I would have said, hey, look, can I doc you sign this? I got a lot to do today.
I think that one guy, what's his name? W.E. the People. I think he just initialed it.
Cute.
On that note,
liked it.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.